AccuWeather forecast on New York's #1 morning news. Sam's on Eyewitness News this morning, only on Channel 7.
It's the Honda 4th of July sales event, and it's your chance to get a new Honda vehicle that can pack all of life's best adventures. Yep, time to start checking off that bucket list. Selfies over at Niagara Falls? Check. Gateway Arch? Check. Being awarded by KBB.com as 2019's best overall brand? Check. So pop into your Honda dealer today for great deals on some of our most popular vehicles at the Honda 4th of July sales event.
When you switch to Spectrum Mobile, not only do you save on your wireless bill, but you also get to keep the phone you have.
Hold on. I can keep my phone?
Yes.
And get a better network?
Yes.
That's like upgrading to a bionic leg.
Except in this case, you're getting free talk and free text.
Wouldn't be my first choice in superpowers, but pretty cool.
What's your first choice?
I'd have super stretchy arms.
To save people?
So I could reach the fridge.
Switch to the best network and keep your phone. Spectrum Mobile.
And to save people.
Too late.
It's time to get your wish on.
Aladdin on Broadway.
If you like bling, we've got all the bling. This here's my favorite part. This is more than just Broadway. It's spectacular. Now that's what I call bringing down the house.
Aladdin, dazzling Broadway one wish at a time. Tickets at AladdinTheMusical.com.
Next line, Laura Bailey from Tales of the City, Instincts, Alan Cumming, and We Barbecue.
It's right here. Pre-cooked. Enjoy.
Watch live
Tomorrow morning at 9 on ABC 7.
I remember when I was about 6 or 7 years old, and my mother said to me, "You are going to be different, and don't let anybody tell you it's not wonderful." True story. I think she knew at that age already that I was going to be gay, and she prepared me for that and said, "Don't let anybody tell you what you are isn't wonderful." And I remember that and have taken that with me my whole life. And it gave me the confidence to do this.
I remember when my brother came out to me, and I could not be more proud of him and more happy for his celebration of his identity.
I remember when my baby daddies, Jake and Nick, for whom I'm having a child, got married first in Canada and then in New York and then in California. And I think they've gotten married one other time, and they had to do so because gay marriage was not legalized in the United States. And then slowly and surely, state by state came online until the whole country turned.
I remember when my friends were actually afraid to walk down the street. So for this to be a celebration of pride, it makes me feel prideful and grateful that my friends can walk and be who they are, all things, everything, and love. So it's really wonderful.
I remember when my two godfathers, whose marriage I took for granted since I was a very young boy, when they explained to me even the idea of them coming out was, and it didn't even register to me, all I knew was love. It was something I understood between the two of them since I was a little kid. So it was that moment where I had to make a distinction, and there was no distinction.
I remember when I was in school, I went to an amazing, very loving, very inclusive arts high school called the Los Angeles County High School for the Arts. And being in theater in 10th, 11th grade, there were a lot of men and women in my class that chose that time in their lives to come out and to be able to be a friend and to be able to be a friend in art with those friends meant everything to me and continues to mean everything to me. And I'm proud to support.
I'm going to ask you about being an openly gay person of color on Broadway and then on television.
All right, welcome back to Pride here on ABC News Live and Channel 7. We've got the creators here. The creators with us, Stephen Canals, co-creator of that hit TV show Pose on FX, Wilson Cruz, actor and what you call activist, right, and Chef Tatiana Rosada, twice a champion on Chopped. Let's start with you, because there's a lot of talk about tradition and culture, right? You had that issue. Tell me
I did. So I'm a first-generation Cuban American, and anybody else out there who's Cuban knows you live at home until you get married, you move next door, you don't move far from home, you don't talk about being gay, absolutely not. I actually moved to Boston from Miami. I came out to my parents a little bit later in life, and I really had to break through those traditions and form my own, which was incredibly hard to do in our community and in our culture. I'm very fortunate to have parents that were very understanding and accepting, but that isn't the case always.
Yeah.
So for me to be able to be on TV and have this platform to show people that they're not alone, they have family with me, that I'm there for them is unbelievable.
Wilson, you are an openly gay actor of color on Broadway, on TV. You're everywhere. You're just everywhere. Tell me, because you have that name, activist, and I love that. Tell me about that.
Well, you know, it's always been a passion of mine to use my abilities, the gifts that I've been given by our Creator, to use those gifts in order to tell the stories of LGBTQ people, and especially LGBTQ people of color, because we had to force those stories to be told. Nobody was asking for those stories. We had to demand that they be told. And I'm proud to have been on the forefront of that fight. You know, when you're not on television, it's not just that there's a void. It's that you are invisible. People have chosen not to see you, not to hear your stories and tell them. We have stories too. Our stories are important too. And there are LGBTQ people of color out there who really need to see themselves and understand that they are valued just as much as everybody else.
Excellent. And Stephen, Pose is what I consider one of the most important shows on television right now. But it wasn't an overnight success, was it?
It was not.
Yeah.
It took a very long time to get this show made and to get it greenlit. You know, I think most folks in Hollywood have a resistance to telling stories about the LGBTQ community, and especially LGBTQ people who happen to also be Black or Latinx. We're not seeing those stories. You know, it's risky. And that's what I was told. And it wasn't until I met Ryan Murphy, who is a disruptor and someone who really, truly just wants to elevate our community, that it finally saw the day of light.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can I say one last thing?
Absolutely.
I want people to remember why we call it Pride. This is a community that was shamed for who they were and who they love. So the word Pride was chosen on purpose to uplift and empower us. And so today I want you all to take that word and live in it and own it. You deserve that.
Amen.
Awesome.
Amen.
Stephen, Wilson, Tatiana, thank you so much. Miami, we're Miami peeps. We're Miami peeps. Hey, I don't know where Kimberly went, but she's somewhere partying on this parade route. Hey, Kim, where are you?
All right, Gio, and now we're going to go back to WABC's Derek Waller, who's in the middle of all of it. So, Derek.
Here we go. Kimberly, this is a huge party on Fifth Avenue. We are just a few minutes away from the start of the World Pride, this march that starts at noon here in New York City. And look at this crowd that is lined up here on Fifth Avenue. We have people from all around the country and all around the world who are celebrating Pride in a big way. 50th anniversary since Stonewall. And actually, we've got some people from South Africa, right?
Yeah.
What brings you here for World Pride? What do you think?
Well, I'm here to celebrate equality, love, and everyone just sharing their authenticity.
It's amazing to see so many people from around the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. I mean, I just made a friend from Long Island.
So, again, I'll show you this route. So we walk down here, and it goes down Fifth Avenue. It's going to make a right at Christopher Street, right in front of the Stonewall Inn, and then make another right up 7th Avenue. This is the longest march that New York City has ever seen. A huge day here in New York City. And one more thing. I just saw what Billy Porter's wearing. Amazing. I'm a huge fan. I cannot wait to meet him, hopefully sometime today. Kimberly, we'll send it back to you.
Yes, Billy Porter looks amazing, Derek. You're going to have to see him. And, guys, you have to stay tuned because coming up, we have incredible singing right there on Broadway, so you're not going to want to miss it. New York City Pride on ABC.
This is what being live is all about. This is ABC News Live, the 24/7 streaming news source from ABC News. Breaking news, live events, streaming nonstop. Original breakthrough storytelling from ABC News, National Geographic, ESPN, and it's all designed differently for you to stream straight to any screen whenever you want. Free. ABC News Live. Stream it now or anytime on Roku, Hulu, Facebook, and abcnews.com.
Macy's summer sale has all the latest styles at incredible savings. Get an extra 25% off with your coupon or Macy's card on standout summer looks, gifts that Dad will love, and more. Now at Macy's.
Up for anything? Nissan is. And Nissan SUVs have advanced tech to help guide you to the perfect spot. Stay connected. and take any trail. Nissan SUVs, up for whatever you are. Get a low $199 per month lease on Rogue, or lease the Rogue family, just $179 per month.
It's Mattress Firm's 4th of July sale, and we're celebrating with our free event. Enjoy free bed accessories like a free adjustable base, 2 free memory foam pillows, and a free mattress protector when you take home your new bed for just $7.99. That's a value of over $850, absolutely free. And on top of that, you can save up to $400 on the best mattress brands store-wide. But hurry in, these incredible savings won't last long. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
What is the point in walking a journey if you're not comfortable in the shoes that you're wearing?
No matter what color skin we are or if we're gay or straight.
Where you come from, what you identify as.
We're all welcome. We are all valuable.
Macy's makes it easy to buy online and pick up in store. That means you can try it on, check the color and fit, and see what else is new. It's fast, free, and now most in-stock items are ready in just 2 hours. Buy online, pick up in store at Macy's.
We've got Vogue going on, Madonna playing there on the air, and this person needs no introduction. Shangela, so nice to have you.
Hello.
Hi, happy Pride, guys.
Happy Pride. You look amazing.
Well, yes, I do, don't I? Hallelujah.
What's this like for you right now to be?
Oh, this is such a special moment. To be here at World Pride in New York City, one of the largest, most diverse cities in the entire world. I'm just living out my best life and hoping to inspire others to do the same.
Yes, you are. I got to ask you about performing in front of Beyonce. That's like one of my most favorite moments that you have done. How was that?
Mine too. Yes. Great favorite moment. You know, Beyonce to me is the epitome of great talent and just humility and fabulosity.
Yes.
And so I was like, if I'm going to do it in front of Beyonce, honey, it better be done. And it was.
You did it.
Thank you.
You did that
Absolutely.
thing.
Hey, and listen, great to be with you on the Pride Power list for Variety Magazine.
And Gio was on that list as well. Shout out to both of you guys. Big ups.
Awesome.
Yes.
Happy Pride. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy Pride to you. Hallelujah.
Yes, absolutely. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for.
The moment we've been waiting for, Gio.
Michael James Scott is going to take it over at the New Amsterdam Theater for that very special performance. Michael.
Thank you, Kim and Gia. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. The song Seasons of Love from the iconic Broadway musical Rent is a song and anthem that not only celebrates community, but it also reminds us that we continually have to stand up and love one another out to ask outright, how about love? The Broadway League is the national trade association for the Broadway industry made up of theater owners, operators, producers, presenters, and managers in over 200 markets in North America. Thanks to them, later this afternoon, Broadway stars from almost 20 shows will take part in the World Pride closing ceremony concert in Times Square. Yeah! But right now, we're getting an exclusive sneak peek of that performance. Okay, please welcome soloist Shoshana Bean from Waitress and George Salazar from Be More Chill, along with Ainsley Melham from Aladdin, Ryan Redmond from Frozen, James Davis from Oklahoma, Benita Hamilton from The Lion King, Callum Francis from Kinky Boots, and Wilson Cruz from Rent on Broadway and the national tour. Plus, Will Van Dyke on keyboard with Mason Ingram on percussion to celebrate World Pride in New York City. Seasons of Love.
$525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How
We are Destination Tomorrow,
a Bronx-based center for LGBTQ youth.
Our goal to be a space of safety,
growth,
support,
and community.
Because everyone deserves a space where they can be themselves.
Join TD Bank in supporting us.
Visit destinationtomorrow.org.
When you switch to Spectrum Mobile, not only do you save on your wireless bill, but you also get to keep the phone you have.
Hold on. I can keep my phone?
Yes.
And get a better network?
Yes.
That's like upgrading to a bionic leg.
Except in this case, you're getting free talk and free text.
Wouldn't be my first choice in superpowers, but pretty cool.
What's your first choice?
I'd have super stretchy arms.
To save people?
So I could reach the fridge.
Switch to the best network and keep your phone. Spectrum Mobile.
And to save people.
Too late.
Don't let your fuel hold you back. Go further with Amoco Ultimate with Invigorate. Because no gas gets better mileage. Available exclusively at BP and Amoco stations.
Dear America, to your big cities and small towns, to the heartland and the farmland, from stream sides to every mountainside, let freedom ring. Happy birthday, America. Yours, Toyota. Right now, you can get $1,250 finance cash on an all-new 2019 RAV4 with available all-wheel drive. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We are Destination Tomorrow,
a Bronx-based center for LGBTQ youth.
Our goal to be a space of safety,
growth,
support,
and community.
Because everyone deserves a space where they can be themselves.
Join TD Bank in supporting us.
Visit destinationtomorrow.org.
And welcome back. Let's check back in with Derek Waller on the parade route. Hey there, Derek.
Oh, yes. Hello. Yes, we are here on Fifth Avenue where this march is about to start in just a few minutes. We have a giant crowd that is lined up and ready to go for this massive march that is getting underway in about 5 minutes. People from all around the world and all around the country, including this young man right here. This is Army Specialist Breon Houston. You're actually from Vermont.
That's
and
correct.
You told me that this is your first march, right?
It is. First World Pride and first Pride ever.
Excellent. And so we mentioned Army Specialist. Are you out in the military? How does that work?
Not yet, but now I am, so congrats.
Oh, this is your coming out.
This is my coming out with my cousin and all my friends. And this is absolutely incredible. On the 50th anniversary of Stonewall, there's no better time to be out in the military than right now. We have the police protecting us here today, which is absolutely incredible. So,
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service. We're happy that you're home safe, and happy Pride. Thank you so much for being here. Just some amazing stuff going on here for this huge celebration. And we've got this starting right now, so we're going to send it back to you guys right up the street. Send it back to you.
I mean, there are so many celebrations happening right behind us here in New York City. World Pride, 4 million people. And look at this, we've got a model here with the Rainbow Mickey collection. 10% of the proceeds go to Glisten, an incredible organization, and that is through midnight tonight. Kim, it has been such a pleasure.
It's been amazing hosting this with you, Gio. Unbelievable energy. I always think about you saying when you were a 13-year-old boy, imagining a moment like this. Incredible, right?
It really is, and that is why we are spending so much time looking at the past, looking at what so many people did 50 years ago for Stonewall.
Love is love. Equality, humanity, peace, humanity for everybody.
And that is what this day is about. We have so much more right here on Channel 7 and ABC News Live. Stay with us because our friends at WABC are taking over this coverage for the next 4 hours. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, guys.
downtown Manhattan. This is the 2019 New York City Pride March. And a very, very good afternoon to you. I'm Ken Rosado, along with Lauren Glassberg. We have a lot of fun stuff happening today. This is an historic day. This is the 50th March. And again, we don't call it a parade, we call it a march because this was originally done because it was a march for human rights.
And continues to be a march for human rights, not just for LGBT, but expanded now to anybody who identifies as queer in that community and just human rights in general. It is an important march that happens every year. Our 50th, also marking the 50th year of the Stonewall Uprising, a seminal event for the LGBTQ community.
All right, we're going to bring in a special guest right now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Billy Porter, star of Pose, Tuesdays at 10 on FX, which is now part of the Disney family, as ABC is.
Yes,
so nice to have you here, Billy.
Happy to be here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Can you see that he brought his rainbow?
I brought my rainbow. I brought my sash, you know.
You couldn't have more rainbow if you tried. It's going to be a really special day. Really special.
Yes, it's fun. I'm looking forward to it. You know, the march reminds me that, you know, it really truly is about the people coming together and making sure that the world goes in the direction that it's supposed to. Democracy lies in our hands. We have to show up for it. We have to remember to show up for each other. None of us are free till we all are free. So that's what we're here for today.
And this is the first time that World Pride has been here in New York.
Yes.
So it's nice.
It's the first time in America?
First time in America.
First time in America.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go over to the Pride Fest stage right now. Very special moment in our broadcast. We have Stephanie's Child and Talent Unlimited High School Musical Theater Department for our national anthem. This year, New York City Pride welcomes World Pride as we mark the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall Uprising and a half-century of LGBTQIA+ liberation. New Yorkers and global travelers alike have gathered as friends, partners, and family. Join us today on ABC 7 for the first ever celebration of World Pride in the United States and the 50th NYC Pride March.
High School Musical Theater Department with our national anthem from the Pride Fest stage.
Talent Unlimited, by the way, started out as an after-school program in 1973 and became a full-time high school in 1995. And you can see the balloon arches leading the way for this march.
Again, more than 70,000 people taking part in the march. 70,000 that we have registered, so we don't know how many more are just going to join in. It could be over 100,000, making this probably the largest march or parade of its kind, maybe in New York City history.
And while we're talking numbers, anyone want to guess how many balloons in the Rainbow Arch? Because I know.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
2,000, which is why they look so stunning.
Gorgeous. Do we know the definition? The definition of the colors?
We do. We actually have that for you.
Yes. Red means life. Orange means healing. Yellow means sunshine. Green means nature. Blue means harmony. Purple means spirit.
There's a lot of that here today.
And the two original colors not included are hot pink and indigo, which I believe focus on the transgender community.
And we have the transgender flag represented up here as
And
well.
also in what you're wearing, Ken.
Yes, in honor of our transgender friends, I am wearing the colors of the transgender flag.
Are you going to show us your shorts so we can see it?
Well, it is a nice warm day. And as we are prone to see during this march, sometimes fewer clothing, less is more.
Less is more.
Oh, we have somebody back in the control room with their hand on the button.
We do. Right now you're looking at the Heritage of Pride. That banner, of course, was created by the late Gilbert Baker, especially for Heritage of Pride, and was handmade on Gilbert's sewing machine. The banner has, we just saw it pass, the banner has traveled to all really around the world, Warsaw, London, and it represents the organizers of the New York City Pride event. And this year, the biggest event, because it coincides with World Pride.
World Pride.
World Pride, by the way, last time was in Madrid. Again, this is the first time that World Pride has ever been held anywhere in the United States. How fitting that it be here in New York on the 50th anniversary.
It actually doesn't happen every year. It happens every couple of years.
Every 2 to 3.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to put together.
And because of World Pride, I think 3.5 million visitors were expected over the course of this month, because I think there are more than something like 50 to 100 events for the LGBT community for World Pride. Yeah.
Over the month. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. It's really necessary. You know, I think what's so beautiful about this time is the remembrance that that's what the movement started. The movement for equality.
Speaking of the movement, this is the empty car, and it, of course, honors the memory of Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera. They were trans women of color who were credited with starting the actual Stonewall riots. You know, there had been riots prior to that when police invaded or came in and went after these clubs where the trans and gay and bi and lesbian communities could hang out, the queer community. But this time, the riots stopped, and it became an uprising.
We fought back, yeah. And you have to fight back. And sometimes, you know, my grandmother talks about love, but sometimes tough love needs to be employed. And we need to, you know, it's about the people rising up to show the world that we are all equal. We all must be equal. And sometimes that takes a fight. Like I said before, none of us are free till we're all free. And I love that we get to express ourselves this way. The driver of the Marsha P. Johnson car is my makeup artist.
No way.
The Lady Deja.
Hello, Lady Deja. And I think you're going to know these folks.
We got the cast of Pose.
Yes, we have Dominique, India Moore, and MJ Rodriguez.
I mean, I want to turn around and say hi. We know you guys.
They don't even see me.
Billy, people are so taken with Pose. This is now starting the second season. You're 3 episodes into the second season.
3 episodes.
You play Pray Tell.
Pray Tell, who is the MC of the balls, and he is the father of the community. And it's just so wonderful to be able to bring this story to the world, bring this story of these disenfranchised folks. It's amazing.
I want to talk to you a little bit more about that. We just saw, here she is, Lady Bill Ofuku. Really honored. She runs UK Black Pride, and that is an award-winning celebration and protest
quickly. You know, for those who question the... oh, wait, we should mention Monica Helms right there is a transgender activist. Served in the U.S. Navy in 1978 on two submarines. They created the transgender pride flag in 1999. They used it for the pride parade in Phoenix in 2000. To the Smithsonian Institution in 2014.
And now the Gay Liberation Front, obviously a very important group who was at the start of the uprising at Stonewall, first LGBTQ activist organization, and responsible for a whole lot of change and a whole lot of this movement that continues now.
And for those that don't put two and two together and think about why this is called Pride, for decades and decades, people who were gay, transgender, lesbian, bisexual, were marginalized. They were shamed. And so today they can be proud of being exactly who they are. And whether you're any of those letters, and the letters are now LGBTQIA+, and the plus meaning anyone else who doesn't feel like they fit in with the knowledge or belong. But you are welcome. You are an American. You are a New Yorker. You are loved.
It could not be more gorgeous out here today.
We ordered it.
Did you order it?
Well, last night we had some rain come through New York, some storms. I know that interrupted some of Pride Island's events. And,
it wasn't too bad, though.
It still went on. I think there was a brief pause there.
Yeah.
And then Grace Jones went on stage, and it was supposed to be fabulous. But we have beautiful sunshine. Our booth, where we are, is really right just north of the Flatiron Building, opposite Madison Square Park.
And they're the folks that put this all together, the NYC Pride. Look at that.
Heritage of Pride. There they are.
Gladiator style.
Nice. To see the sea of humanity here is so impressive. It really does touch the heart.
And the work that they put in, the work that we put into this.
For years.
You know, they've been working on this for years.
This year we have 80 floats coming through. You know, there are so many nonprofit groups that come through. They're not on a float per se. They're just sometimes a few in number, sometimes a couple hundred strong. More nonprofits really than anything else represented. A lot of other marches and parades are very commercial, but this is a grassroots.
Very grassroots. You know, because all of it starts with grassroots.
That's right.
The first World Pride was held in Rome back in 2000, and as Lauren mentioned before, the World Pride happens every 2 to 3 years, doesn't happen every single year. But so for this one to be so special, the 50th commemoration of the Stonewall Uprising makes it so special and so that it should be here in New York City.
It's been in Jerusalem, London, Toronto, Madrid, and Copenhagen is the next city it is slated for. That'll happen in 2021. And from what I understand, they're already in discussion for the World Pride after that with 3 contending cities that include Sydney and Houston. And I'm missing the third, but that's still many years off.
It takes so long to put this all together. How does it feel, Mr. Billy Porter? How does it feel to have one of the largest hit shows on cable TV?
You know, I'm still soaking it all in. You know, it's so new for me. I've been in the business for 30 years. You know, mostly theater, 8 shows a week. Crossed over to television last year, and it's been a shooting star, and it's really, really amazing.
We are seeing the National Center for Transgender Equality walk by. That is at the heart of Pose, your show, which really takes a look at this community in the 80s.
Yes, it does.
I think the straight community might not know much about with the balls that these folks had.
Well, the straight
the
community.
families.
Many in the gay community.
Many in the gay community. I have to say, as an African-American, you know, man who came out in the 80s, you know, the ball culture came to me through Paris is Burning. I knew about it, but I was really adjacent to it. I wasn't really in the middle of the world. You know, coming to this show and being in the room with all of these transgender men and women, you know, I realized how much the T in LGBTQ had been unconsciously absent.
Or marginalized even.
From even my point of view. I've learned so much. You know, every day I learn something new about these women and about these men who are some of the bravest
who's along the route right now wearing her glitter. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go to Sam first. Sam Champion.
We are so happy to have you with us today, Sam.
Where's Sam Champion? Billy, how are you? It's nice to see you guys. What an incredible day. This is unbelievable. It's not only fun listening to you guys, but the Capital Pride Alliance just walked by. So we're on the side. Kimberly's down on the other side of you. So we're just a little bit north. So we get everybody coming down in first. It is an incredible sight. It's so amazing to be here today. And let me tell you, as much fun as everybody's having, every conversation I've had with people along the parade route, and even when we got things started this morning, was everyone's very mindful of how fortunate we are to be in a place in time, to be in the country where we can express our pride openly and freely. And everyone's very, very mindful of that. I want to show you, as people come down here, we're going to be doing some interviews along the way, but I want to show you where Kimberly is, right on the other side of where you guys are. And by the way, Billy, I love you. I don't know that I'll get a chance to see you. I just want to say I love you. And Kim, what's up down there?
Hi, Sam. It is a spectacular day here in New York City when really all of the eyes of the world are watching us. That's because this city has more than, I'd say, I'm a little biased, but any other city in the world to offer. Someone is here for the Pride March today, Judy from Florida. Tell me why you came up.
Well, we figured that Stonewall, they started to build the road, and the rest of us got to continue to pave it.
What do you think is needed and necessary moving forward to convince the rest of the world to get on board?
Tolerance, love, and acceptance, and perhaps a new president.
There you go. Judy said it. I'm here. This is a great group of folks from all over. Looping it up. We're going to have a good time. I'll be out here again from 12 to 4 all day, getting some fun stuff. So Lauren, Ken, and Billy, I'm going to send it back to you.
It's so fun to be out there. Look at all these folks having a great time on this float right now.
How could you not have a good time?
This is representing the stone wall. You can see the wall. It's sort of playing off of the stone wall in the brick wall right behind them. We want to show you the course map of this march, which makes its way through parts of Lower Manhattan. It starts at 5th Avenue and 26th Street, moves south down 5th Avenue, takes a right turn at 8th Street, and then, of course, it comes alongside the stone wall inn before turning north on 7th Avenue.
It used to end in the West Village, on Christopher Street, but then it's ending because of the size and how many people. It's now ending in Chelsea with roomier, wider streets.
Well, you are watching the 2019 Pride March. It is the 50th anniversary of the uprising at Stonewall here on ABC7. We're coming right back.
It's Mattress Firm's 4th of July sale. Get free accessories like a free adjustable base, 2 free pillows, and a free mattress protector when you take home your new bed for just $7.99. That's a value of over $8.50 free. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
This is a moment you plan for. To start your investment plan, find an advisor at massmutual.com.
At TD Bank, we believe everyone should be free to be themselves. That's why we are committed to supporting the LGBTQ community throughout the tri-state and across the country. This year, we teamed up with Destination Tomorrow, a Bronx-based center providing a place of education, support, and safety for LGBTQ youth. Join us together with Destination Tomorrow and ABC7 Sunday, June 30th at the World Pride March as we celebrate what it means to be you, be free, be forever proud.
Don't stop me now. Don't stop me 'cause I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. And I'm a racing car, racing by like a lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me.
You are making progress. Keep doing it. Silk.
It's Mattress Firm's 4th of July free event. Celebrate and turn your mattress into a bed with these free accessories like a free adjustable base and more when you take home your new bed for just $7.99. Plus, save up to $400 store-wide. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
The team to watch is on Channel 7 Eyewitness News at 5.
So good to have you here with us.
So happy to be here.
Hey, we want to mention that T-Mobile is the exclusive streaming partner of the NYC Pride March. Watch all of today's coverage streaming live on abc7ny.com and the ABC7NY app. It's all brought to you by the fine sponsors of this march, T-Mobile. We love you and we appreciate all you do.
This march, of course, coincides with World Pride. We just saw the group from Oslo. Right before that, Copenhagen. Copenhagen will be hosting World Pride in 2021. You see Boston Pride. There are people from all over the country here today.
Yes, this year's march marks the 50th anniversary of Stonewall. So let's learn more about the events of this historic day. Shall we?
Yes, we shall.
We're going to roll a piece in just a couple of moments, but just kind of take in the immensity of this. More than 70,000 people marching on this day in Pride.
We talked about how so many of these people marching are representing nonprofits. I'm just going to list a few, and we will talk further in depth about some of these organizations. The Trevor Project, Scouts for Equality, the Lavender Effect, AIDS Institute, Gotham Cheer, the GLBT Project, Leslie Lohman Museum, which is the only museum of its kind representing LGBT art, Transgender Resource Center of Long Island Center for Reproductive Rights. We talked about how this march is not just, it is about the LGBTQ community, but it also is for rights for everyone.
Rights for everyone. And, you know, I feel like most of the civil rights movements, civil rights movements should be inclusive of all people. Equal rights for all people. You know, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. So we must show up for everybody who's disenfranchised so that we can get equality for all.
All right, as we continue to watch the 2019 New York City Pride March, you can see there's Boston Pride right there. People from all over the world, all over the country are here. The U.S. Association of Prides, which is the official organization that actually helps put this all together. One of the people in charge of that is right with us as well. And this year does mark, we said, the 50th anniversary of Stonewall. So let's learn a little bit more about the events of that historic day.
Somebody came in and said, the drag queens are rioting in the village. And we looked at each other and went, let's go.
Charles Valentino was just 17 on the night of June 28, 1969. The aspiring dancer had no idea he was about to witness history.
We got there as it was going down. The streets were packed, and the cop cars, and there were bottles being hurled.
What was supposed to have been a typical police raid at a gay bar in Greenwich Village turned into several nights of riots that would ignite a global uprising. Patrons at the Stonewall Inn were fed up, and as police began making arrests, they fought back.
Gay people just had enough and said, okay, you know what? We've had enough. We're not doing this anymore. So let me take off the earrings and take off the heels, and we're gonna go for it,
I was really amazed that this had happened. It would just be bar raid after bar raid, and the organized crime which ran these bars and private clubs seemed to work hand in hand with the police.
This really surprises the police, but I think also the patrons themselves.
To be gay at that era was full of terror and isolation.
One never knows when the homosexual is about.
In 1969, homosexual acts were illegal in 49 states, and being gay was considered a mental defect.
What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick.
Gays were vilified as sexual psychopaths and predators.
Today's conquest, they say, is tomorrow's competition.
Gay bars were illegal in the 60s. They were places of both refuge and risk.
We had to go there because we had no other place to go, because if the police got your ID, they could contact anyone and everyone, and you could lose everything.
Carla Jay was 22 at the time of Stonewall. She was an early member of the Gay Liberation Front.
The fact that we decided not just to fight back for one day or for 4 days, as at the Stonewall, but to fight back for a lifetime, that was the message of the Gay Liberation Front.
A year after the Stonewall riots, the first Pride March was held, and the gay rights movement was spreading.
It takes being pushed, and then all of a sudden, boom.
It's after Stonewall that it explodes and becomes a mass movement where you have thousands of people willing to come to a demonstration when before it would be 15, 20 people.
It doesn't take millions of people to create change. It only takes the will to take action.
This past Friday, the exact date of the uprising, there was a rally at Stonewall to commemorate the 50th anniversary. Blair Imani remains committed to activism today.
There has been progress being made. For example, you have gay marriage being legal, but then you also have transgender women of color, black women in particular, who have the life expectancy of 35 years old because of the violence that is committed against them relentlessly. So there's a lot of things to grapple with. But I think the most pressing issue now, just as it has been in the past, is this idea of sheltering young people who are kicked out of their homes, who have violence committed against them, who are forced into conversion therapy, and who are suffering mental health issues as a consequence.
Well, there is a bit of the history of the Stonewall uprising 50 years ago today. When it happened, the folks who organized that uprising said, what will come, no one can really tell. They just hope that there will be equality, that homosexuals will be treated as an integral part of society, treated as human beings.
Yes. And they took a real risk in those days. As you heard in that piece, you could have been arrested, your name would have been put in the paper, you could have lost your job. They sacrificed everything.
Everything, and we stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. You know, it's really important to remember that people gave up their lives for this. They gave up their lives so we could have the rights that we have today.
I have to give a little shout out, though, to my South Florida people right there, because I lived there for a whole bunch of years. That is Forward Miami, the Gay Festival, the largest LGBT and Hispanic Latino festival in the nation, founded in Little Havana. This is Calle Ocho, Southwest 8th Street. That's where it was founded. And you think about it, you know, the Cuban folks tend to be very conservative. Yes. And these folks doing what they did again were very brave to come out and be proud. They have music, dance, food, art. Viva Miami!
Viva Miami!
A little voguing for you right now.
Oh, here comes the pose flow, children. Nice. The category is World Pride.
This is terrific to watch.
There are stilts. They kicked it up a notch.
Yeah, well, we need to be able to see them over the sea
got some of the
people,
children.
spectators.
Yes.
I love it. I'm so glad you just said that. Some of the children, your children, because you played basically the dad.
Yes.
In
the
Pose.
father figure.
And it is really a family. It is a family like any other family
show. It is a family show. You know, very often, like we mentioned before, you know, when people come out to their biological families as queer in any way, sometimes, very often, they're kicked out. You know, they're discarded. They're thrown away. Yes.
Look at you there.
Poster. They're thrown away. And these families, this ballroom culture, created a full culture where they take these wayward children in and create houses that are actually chosen family. Very often, we queer people go to find our own tribe. And we must choose our own families. And that's how we survive. That's what Pose is about. It's a family show.
I was reading about the transgender community, as we were talking about, so often marginalized and not accepted. Certainly coming out to a person's family, depending on the decade and depending on the family, can be challenging. But transgender, in particular, has been challenging for those folks. 41% of transgender or non-conforming have attempted
suicide.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
has to do with family not accepting.
So much of it has to do with the hypocrisy of religion.
Yes.
You know, people like to pull their Bibles out.
Well, that's in the character, the way Pose starts, the way your show starts. It's a religious family who cannot tolerate their child being gay.
And you know, if you go back to the Bible for real, that behavior is exactly the opposite of what it says to be. You know, it's like nobody is supposed to be judged. That's what the Bible says. And you're supposed to love everybody as you love yourself. That's what the Bible says. You know, so I'm really interested in the conversation that challenges that.
Well, if we're all supposed to be God's children, and God made us all in God's image.
Well, it is Sunday. It is Sunday, and we've got the pulpit going here.
Ken Mazzaro just came forth with a word.
There you go.
Ken knows a thing or two about religion.
Amen. It is just a spectacular day. Everybody represented. We've seen flags from all over the world. Since the Puerto Rican flag. There are large and small cities from the United States represented here. It is just really day. Beautiful day in New York. Gorgeous sunshine. Again, the 50th anniversary of the uprising at Stonewall. And so appropriately commemorated here today with this beach.
We got Venice, Brian. That's Venice Beach.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's Venice Beach and not Venice, Italy. Although we do have communities from Italy represented. We have folks from Detroit, North Texas, Nevada, Spencer, Indiana, smallest town in the USA with an LGBTQ center is represented. Guadalajara Pride is here. So really the fact that all of these communities around the world are coming out strong, embracing it, supporting the residents in those communities in a bigger way than ever before. It has taken a long time to get to this point.
Yeah, it's taking a long time.
Progress is getting made.
Progress is getting made. You know, there are forces out there who are interested in stunting it.
Absolutely, working against it.
Even working against it, even trying to pull it backwards. You know, however, I feel like days like today make me feel so good, make me feel so powerful, and remind us that we are stronger together and we are the ones that make the difference. It's the people that make the difference. It's the people that create the change.
And you know, I think so many people, until they know somebody who is transgender or gay, lesbian, bisexual, queer, unless you know that person personally, one-on-one, you tend to, this is what fosters prejudice. What fosters prejudice is the assumption that person is different from me. I don't know anyone like that.
And fear. Right. The fear of that as a result of not knowing.
And I think that holds true for people of different races, different religions. Once you know somebody and you realize they're a person just like you, then you got to say, why on earth does anybody have hate?
Well, that's where education comes in.
That's where the arts comes in very, very often. That's why I'm so proud to be an artist, because we can present things in a way that's not so didactic, that's not so finger-wagging, that's not so blamey. But whether it's through music, whether it's through storytelling, you know, it really creates a space where people can get into it through their heart.
Well, we should mention NYPD Commissioner James O'Neill began Pride Month by making a public apology for the events that occurred at Stonewall 50 years ago.
I'm certainly not going to stand up here and pretend to be an expert on what happened at Stonewall. I do know what happened should not have happened. The actions taken by the NYPD were wrong, plain and simple. The actions and the laws were discriminatory and oppressive, and for that, I apologize.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Stonewall 50 NYC Pride March. So bring your true self, live your true self, and love your true self. At T-Mobile, our pride is unlimited.
What is the point in walking a journey if you're not comfortable in the shoes that you're wearing?
No matter what color skin we are, or if we're gay or straight.
Where you come from, what you identify as.
We are all welcome. We are all valuable.
For sharing your pride with us. ABC7 is proud to celebrate World Pride NYC. Proudly sponsored by Silk. Progress is perfection.
All hell. You guys are in my way.
is about to break.
He's manipulating.
Luke.
You're the fakest person I've ever met. I know you. I've been nothing but truthful with him. You are not gonna mess it up.
No, I'm scared.
The Bachelorette. New Monday on ABC.
No problem. Come on.
Up for anything? Nissan is. And Nissan SUVs have advanced tech to help guide you to the perfect spot. Stay connected. And take any trail. Nissan SUVs. Up for whatever you are. Get a low $199 per month lease on Rogue, or lease the Rogue family for just $179 per month. We are back. You are watching the 50th New York City Pride March on ABC7. Over 70,000 people taking part this year, the spectacular year, the first World Pride ever in the United States, right here in New York City.
We have so many participants this year, 80 floats, a couple hundred participants representing nonprofits, some corporations as well. And I'm really excited to be here with you, Ken, but also with Billy Porter.
Yes. I did just want to quickly mention, this is Rome Pride right now. They're the ones who held the first World Pride 20 years ago. 2000. Thank you. Please, Bill.
It's so great to see all the countries coming together. You know, being LGBTQ is still illegal in some places.
Yes, it is.
You know, so those of us who actually have the right to be who we are have to also stand up for those other people and try to figure out how to get those rights together and get them on the right side.
It is sad to think that there's still countries where you could be thrown off a building.
Killed. Stoned simply for being who you are. You know.
Upwards of 150 marching groups are coming from outside the U.S. to participate in this historic event.
That's amazing.
And in part because it is World Pride, and World Pride has had so many events this month. The opening ceremony was at the Barclays Center. That was hosted by Whoopi Goldberg. There were performances by Cyndi Lauper, by you, Billy.
By myself.
How was that? How
it was amazing. I was living all my rock star dreams.
I feel like you do that every day.
Well, these days, yeah. I had my new single, Love Yourself. I got to sing that on the
Which
huge,
is a hit.
Thank you, baby. On the huge stage for 16,000 people. I felt like a rock star.
Hey, we should mention that the people from New York City Pride did such an incredible job, spent years putting this together. Our Sam Champion live along the march route right now with two of the co-chairs. Sam.
Hey, Ken, and they're standing right here watching all the beautiful colors and faces go by. David Sadinsky, so nice to see you. And by the way, Marianne Roberto Fine, I'm so glad you guys could take a second to be with us. Let's talk a little bit about, since people are passing within feet of us right now, and you've planned this for such a long time. In this moment where we are right now, what's going through your head?
The emotion is just unbelievable. To have been working on putting this together for the world for the past 10 years, and then seeing it happen right in front of us, right behind us, all around us, is just, it's indescribable. It really is. I mean, filled with pride, filled with joy, filled with emotion, feeling protest, feeling every emotion that you can imagine that's wrapped up in the 50 years between Stonewall and today. It's incredible.
It really is an incredible feeling. I know people at home can see it too, and David, that's in part of what the work that you guys have been doing. What's the message as you're standing here? What do you feel is just like the overwhelming thing that needs to be said?
The reason we're doing this year, the reason we do this every year, is for visibility. It is about putting all of ourselves out there, everyone in the LGBTQIA+ community, putting ourselves on the street, waving our flags high, and showing everyone that we're proud and we're not going anywhere. And to anyone who's ever questioned themselves, all you have to do is step foot on this avenue right behind us, look down that street full of rainbows, and you will know in that moment you're not alone.
Not only are you not alone, known, but you are so loved and accepted in a place like this. We just want to carry it away. So, Marianne, let's talk a little bit about that. We've got so many organizations here that are ready to talk to people, accept people who have to have that conversation. What do you want to say to people who are watching today?
You belong. You have a home. You have a home here. You have a home within the community. I think that's really bottom line is it. You're loved.
And that home is not just here, but it's growing around the world as well. For what you guys do for us and for the community, thank you so very much. And look at this. It's everything we ever dreamed it could be. Thank you. You as well. Happy Pride. Guys, we'll take it back up to the booth, and every time we see something wonderful coming this way, we'll give you a shout out. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. I love the Disney shirt. We got the wonderful rainbow shirt from our parent company, Disney. And the
Look at this group right below us, right next to us. So exciting.
So awesome. We had the UK represented. That was the contingency from the UK. Hence we had a...
They were well dressed. I saw the Queen of England.
The Queen is right there.
Somebody looking like the Queen of England. We want to introduce now John Fryer. He is of T-Mobile, the EVP, Executive Vice President of Consumer Markets. John, so nice to have you back. We see you every year here.
Thank you. It's so great to be back here.
How many years have you guys been supporting the Pride March?
4 years as a sponsor and a presenting sponsor here for New York City Pride, and now World Pride, which is the biggest, Pride celebration in the history of the world. We are so honored to be here today.
You guys have had a long commitment to diversity and inclusion. What drives that?
Yeah, it's what makes our company who we are. We're kind of crazy. We're kind of fanatical. You see this magenta everywhere. When you see 1,000 of our employees come by in a little while, they'll be screaming and crazy. And what makes us us is the diversity of our employees and the commitment to serve all of the diverse communities across all of our stores and every part of our company. And we wouldn't have it any other way than to be a loud and proud presenting sponsor of World Pride.
How would you compare your commitment to the LGBTQ community versus, say, other companies?
Yeah, well, we have 6 different diversity and inclusion networks across the company, from, Pride and Allies to military, multi-generational, women, access for disabilities. And across our entire company, we have 24,000 employees who participate in, one of our diversity and inclusion networks. And, with Pride specifically, we have 67 events that we have participated or will be participating in just this year throughout the entire United States and that beautiful island of Puerto Rico.
That's awesome. How do you get other leaders like yourself, like T-Mobile, to get involved in Pride?
Yeah, this is something that we just love. Our employees love it. Us as leaders love it. I'm here in New York today. We have other leaders in San Francisco, Seattle, Chicago, right here, right now. Just last Saturday night, I was in Houston, Texas. It's a lot cooler here in New York than Houston, Texas, let me tell you. But it's something that we just feel incredibly passionate about as leaders throughout the entire company to get involved and to support our team.
With so many events, do you guys get any work done?
Just a little bit from time to time, but it does feel like a lot of fun that we're having a lot. But there is a little bit of work that we do from time to time.
And you guys, here, let's tout the phrases here. You guys have supposedly, from what I read, the fastest 5G network that you're building, right?
Yeah, so we're America's network. That's what T-Mobile is, America's network. And we just lit up 5G right here in New York City just a couple of days ago. And the speeds are incredible. I think what you'll expect is ultimately with 5G, speeds of 15 times faster than what you have today here in New York.
That will change. That's going to change the game.
That's right.
For mobile communications. You won't even need.
This means I'll actually get your text messages. It's great.
No, will I get my text messages on 8th Avenue between 45th and 48th?
I think Billy Porter's going to get whatever he wants.
You sure?
I'm sure. I think that's right.
Sean, thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you next year as well. And I don't know how far away your group is, but with all that pink, I know we will see them.
I see they're coming up here a little bit. So thank you for having me. And to all of our customers in New York City, we love you and we very much appreciate everything that you do for us at T-Mobile. So thank you guys.
It is an honor to work with you. Thank you for being so generous and such a wonderful sponsor every year.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Sean. Right now we're looking at the Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras. Now they are one of the 3 contenders for not World Pride 2021, but the one after that, going up against Montreal as well as Houston. And there they are represented. Obviously, this is a huge event. It brings a lot of money into the economy as well. So that's another reason folks want to fight for it, or communities want to fight for it, but also to show their pride. I mean, that is
about 4 million over the course of the month. Not all here at the same time. Some came earlier. Some are here now. But the hotels are going to sold out
And if you noticed, I think so more than ever, when you go by stores, shops, boutiques, everyone has the rainbow.
Yes, they do. In support.
In support. A little bit of commercialization there, which is
that's inevitable.
Plus and a minus. I mean, if it spreads the word, that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Hey, corporations are part of it too, right?
It's
They're part
always
of our
finding the
society.
balance.
That's the
It's
key.
always finding the balance.
That's the key. And we want to mention New York, show us your pride. Take a photo of your favorite pride sign, display, or storefront, as Lauren was just talking about. Even a picture of yourself. We want to see you all rainbowed out today. Use the hashtag ABC7Pride and show us how you're celebrating World Pride here in New York.
No one's going to have a better rainbow than Billy. Billy, who designed your outfit?
The Christian Siriano special, honey.
Oh my God, lucky you.
You know, we started working together during them Oscars.
Yeah, that wasn't a hit or anything.
Wow.
How much did that
So
weigh,
I
by the
gotta
way?
keep that. That was actually not that heavy.
Really?
Because it was a gown, a velvet on the top, but underneath was all tulle.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Underneath the skirt was all tulle. And so stand up and show you the gown.
You have
Oh,
to.
yeah, you gotta see this.
I don't know. I gotta come another time. We gotta do it another time.
He's gotta get the
You gotta
layers
prepare me.
all set up.
It's tucked behind the chair.
He's caught up.
Let me know and we'll stand.
There's a
and do it.
train. I
There's a
mean,
train.
we want to
There's the whole
explain.
thing.
It
It's about
goes
15 feet long.
for a
at least.
while.
In the next break, we'll do it.
Okay, we'll get ready for
I can
that.
get prepared. I can put my
I mean,
pumps
I
back
can show
on.
you my rainbow dress, but it's not nearly that exciting.
And by the way, if you haven't noticed, I'm wearing the colors of the transgender flag.
Yes.
This is out of respect for our people of
You
the
ever gonna
transgender
get up and show us them shorts?
Do it. There he goes.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Whoa, we don't want to lose your chair.
That would have been a
For
moment.
the people,
right
you
there.
have to show your
Live
shorts for the
television.
people.
And there's nothing
Kim
behind me, is
Hazard.
there? That would have been very
They
interesting.
would have caught you. There were some people who definitely caught you.
Pride of Amsterdam
All right,
behind
and
us. Amsterdam.
before we lose Ken, we're going to take a quick break, and Billy will get his dress in order because you've got to see that. We will be right back. You are watching the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall Uprising. This is the Pride March live on ABC7.
It's Mattress Firm's 4th of July sale. Get free accessories like a free adjustable base, 2 free pillows, and a free mattress protector when you take home your new bed for just $7.99. That's a value of over $8.50 free. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
Christopher and Gay Street, certainly significant primarily because Christopher Street is the home of gay culture in America.
But this community is so diverse.
The term gay doesn't quite cover it all.
Dear America, to your big cities and small towns, to the heartland and the farmland, from stream sides to every mountainside, let freedom ring. Happy birthday, America. Yours, Toyota. Right now, you can get $1,250 finance cash on an all-new 2019 RAV4 with available all-wheel drive. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
This is a moment you plan for. To start your investment plan, find an advisor at massmutual.com.
Don't let your fuel hold you back. Go further with Amoco Ultimate with Invigorate. Because no gas gets better mileage. Available exclusively at BP and Amoco stations.
It's Mattress Firm's 4th of July free event. Celebrate and turn your mattress into a bed with these free accessories like a free adjustable base and more when you take home your new bed for just $7.99. Plus, save up to $400 store-wide. Your your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
Pride is a big part of who we are. It's what gives us the confidence when we walk out daily, and go after whatever it is we're trying to achieve in life. It's our identity, right? It's what we stand for. What we believe in is all part of our pride.
That was Ciara. Ciara, you just saw, she's known for her incredible soprano vocals. She performed at the opening ceremonies at Barclays Center, singer, dancer, and model. But someone else was at the opening ceremony.
Someone named Billy Porter. And you know what? Billy Porter joining us today. I need you to see what he is wearing.
Oh, look at that.
If he didn't bring the rainbow for this.
Unbelievable.
He's voguing for us. Kristen Siriano designed that, who also designed his Oscars amazingness. You've got a couple extra rainbows on there. I hadn't noticed. The ribbon, it's excellent.
His sash.
Yes,
You are
fabulous.
so fabulous.
Of course, Billy Porter is joining us here today for our live coverage of the march, and he also is the star of Pose, which is on FX and
it's on Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock.
About the transgender community during the 1980s. The march kicked off at noon, stepped off at noon at about 24th and 5th Avenue. It's making its way south on 5th Avenue, and so many people involved in this year's march because it coincides with World Pride. It's also the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall Uprising, which happened on Christopher Street, a seminal event for the LGBT community. Well, he usually walks, but that is his car.
Yes, he does.
He does. He walks. And all that confetti, I know the confetti has been launched into the sky a number of times during this march. So many rainbows, 80 floats, more than 150 participants.
70,000 plus.
I think the numbers were like closer to about 100,000. And then lining the route. And you saw all of this moving we came to get ready for this about 8 in the morning. People were lined up with their chairs, looking for a front row. They want to see, this is a march where people dress up and celebrate their pride. And in many different ways. Sometimes we were talking about less is more. Sometimes there are very few clothing items on the body. And sometimes there's fabulousness like rainbows, like nobody's wearing.
Rainbows. All parades have people who are scantily clad. All moments.
I think this one might be a little more scantily than anything.
If you go to Carnival, if you go to that Puerto Rican day, there's a lot of scantily clad people.
And as they say,
in all kinds of parades. So I'm not going,
if you got it, baby, flaunt it, flaunt it.
Yesterday when that storm came through, I was glad the temperature broke, but I also saw a double rainbow.
I did too.
It was so breathtaking, and I thought, well, hello.
It was gorgeous. We tried to take a picture of it, but it doesn't come. I didn't quite
The second one is a little faint. I got one.
You got one good? A good one?
It's all right, but not as good as it is in person. We've got a truck coming through. The New York State leads the way. Governor Andrew Cuomo. It is a big truck, and they are throwing T-shirts into the crowd, and we've got confetti, and the governor is marching right behind. There he is.
Governor Cuomo signed legislation 8 years ago to equalize marriage for same-sex partners.
Marriage equality.
Before the Supreme Court decision. So we did it in New York before the rest of the country had it.
He's been a strong supporter of gay and lesbian and transgender rights.
His daughters, Norma Kennedy Cuomo.
Oh, that's who's marching. His daughters. she is in the thick of it all. Kimberly.
I believe Kimberly has the governor.
The governor's fantastic. How is the governor? How are you doing?
How are you?
Good. How is it being here today? World Pride.
World Pride, and no better place than New York. LGBTQ rights started in New York with Stonewall. The first Pride Parade. Nobody has done for LGBT equality what New York does. First big state to pass marriage equality. We've outlawed discrimination against transgender people. We should be so proud because New York has really set the path and the bar for the whole nation to follow.
What do you have looking forward? What changes do you think need to be made that are really imperative and a must-do?
Well, we just signed, literally, another new law, another first, ending something called the Gay and Trans Panic Defense that allowed a person to use as a defense in a criminal case that the person was gay or transgender and they were emotionally disturbed. So I just signed that law 4 minutes ago, another first for New York.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you.
Governor Cuomo with Kimberly Richardson along the route.
Outlawing the trans panic defense.
Such an important move. 75% of trans have been subjected to workplace bias. 1 in 5 also has been homeless. This is such
These statistics are crazy.
It just makes you understand why they need to be protected and why we need to overreach to make sure that they are given a safe workplace, that they are not discriminated against.
We have some
regular, everyday rights, y'all.
We have something very special here in New York City. It's called the Ali Forney Center.
Yes.
And the Ali Forney, we should mention, was a transgender youth who was kicked out of his home as a child.
Yes.
At the time, he later identified as she. Ali was kicked out and found her way to New York and stayed at what is now called the Ali Forney Center in her honor. When she was 21, she wanted to leave the center. She ended up homeless, and one night while walking the streets in Harlem, somebody came up and shot her in the head and killed her for being nothing more than transgender and living her life, minding her business.
Minding her own business.
Well,
that's what we're talking about.
In 2018 alone, this is last year, 26 trans people were killed.
Yeah.
26 just in the last year.
And I think we're at either 14 or 15 transgender women of color dead this year alone.
This year.
For whatever reason, there's a contingency of people who think that it's perfectly fine.
You mentioned it earlier, Billy. It's the fear factor. Fear when you don't know someone or know something, and that you assume that this person is somehow not part of the society like you are.
Human.
Which is completely outrageous when you think about the percent of people who identify as LGBTQ. 8.2% of society, millennials.
And even if it wasn't, we're still human beings.
It doesn't matter, right? If it was 1/10 of 1%.
It's not even the volume of it.
Exactly.
It's about the fact that we are human. Human. We're all human. We all bleed the same. So let's try to figure out how to just...
You know what? Live and let live. You don't have to love and embrace our lifestyle or their lifestyle or whoever's lifestyle.
No.
But we're all one. So just live and let live. Nobody who wants to be transgender, who actually is not just wants to be, identifies as is.
Biological.
It's the truth. Why does that impact you? And how does that impact you?
Correct. And that's the conversation. That's the only conversation I'm interested in having. There's a lot of talk about acceptance and tolerance. We don't need acceptance. We don't need tolerance. We don't need outside entities to validate our existence. But what we should need is respect for our gender, just as we respect everybody else's. That's all I'm talking about.
Just leave me alone. Leave you alone. Leave everybody alone.
Just leave me alone. And let me live my life.
That's it. Amazing. It seems like the parade is growing exponentially. We should say it's a march, not a parade, because again, it represents the uprising. Other cities call theirs parades because it is a way of celebrating.
Yes.
We do celebrate here, but we remember the uprising and the rights that we...
It is a continuing moment. T-Mobile is the exclusive streaming partner of this NYC Pride March. Watch all of today's coverage streaming live on abc7ny.com and the ABC7NY app. Brought to you by T-Mobile. And we heard from John Pryor representing T-Mobile, who talked about just how involved his company is in the LGBT community, hosting 67
one else can do it here on ABC7.
And you might have noticed that that's Senator Schumer. He was blowing the whistle for folks lining the route. Senator from New York. Kirsten Gillibrand, our other senator, is here as well. Big advocate for LGBT community.
Perfect weather. The heavens gave us a perfect day. Not too humid. Low 80s. There you go. Beautiful sunshine.
It's nice to have the sun here in New York.
I don't remember a Pride March where it rained.
It's always sunny.
You do?
I do. But I've been doing this.
Yeah.
I remember some marches.
But I'm sure they were not rained out. I mean, they still happen. Really?
Yeah,
they were just raining.
I didn't.
Well, would have ruined the outfit for sure.
We don't need to see your makeup smeared up.
I can't, darling.
Letitia James.
New York State Attorney General.
Yep, she's a New York State Attorney General, former counsel. First woman of color. First woman Attorney General of the New York State. First woman. Is that true? Yes.
There's Kirsten Gillibrand marching. Other senators, Charles Schumer before. There's Letitia James.
There she goes.
You know who I always look forward to seeing? He's our council speaker. Is he? What a rug. Corey Johnson, the council speaker, who is out and very proud, and he enjoys this march. Let's just say that.
Rightfully so.
I've enjoyed many marches with Corey Johnson. He's so happy for him, so proud of him. Through the ranks. I knew him when.
I mean, many people have talked about him to the next mayor's race because Mayor de Blasio gets terminated out.
I didn't know that we were allowed to talk about that, so I'm glad you brought it up.
I'm just telling you, people have said. That's all I'm saying.
Some of the people have said.
That's right.
We are not opining. We are just talking the
Simply
facts.
pointing it out.
That an investigation into running for mayor might be happening.
There you go. Congressman Nadler coming by now. On the House Judiciary Committee. You've seen a lot of him
He's a
lately.
little busy.
Yes.
They got working this time.
Mueller reports.
And this is New York State Controller.
There's a nice breeze coming.
Thank goodness.
You feel that breeze?
I like the breeze.
The outdoor air conditioning.
The theme is millions of moments this year, which there are a few moments we've already seen.
Totally. Everybody's so happy. That's really nice to see. I know for myself, I've been a little stressed out over the last couple of years since that last election, and it's nice to sort of have a respite for an afternoon at least.
And to see the collection of so many people with the same feelings of inclusivity, etc.
Like-minded.
2 years ago, right after the Pulse nightclub shooting happened, the victims of that shooting were represented in this march by people wearing white, and it was a real solemn, poignant moment. And this march does remember those who have fallen, those who had given their lives as victims of discrimination.
It's just amazing to see so many people from so many places.
AOC is coming.
We understand also the mayor, Mayor de Blasio, is along this route not too far behind. Carolyn Maloney right there, Congresswoman, New York. I hear somebody chanting AOC.
AOC, of course, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez representing the 14th District, Bronx and Queens. She's a big advocate for legislation, including equality.
You know, I've been really impressed by that freshman class. You know, they're so unafraid. They're so unafraid of tackling the status quo of the system. And it's really refreshing to see. It's really refreshing to know that there are young people in the political realm out there who are looking out for us and have our best interest at heart and are not afraid. That's a big deal. It's a really, really big deal. been such a blessing to have lived long enough to see this day. Thank you, Ken. To live long enough to see this day, I never imagined that my life could look like this. I never imagined there was no context for, a person like me seeing or dreaming of stories like mine being told in the mainstream. Being able to be a person that represents that for a whole community of people that have never seen themselves represented on the screen. It is such a gift. It is such a blessing. And yes, I am living my best life.
But you are also paving the way. I mean, let's just, even with your fashion choices, and I know people will say, well, fashion might be a little superficial, but I think there's real meaning there, and it resonates.
There's real meaning with it. And, I always thought there was meaning. And it never became clearer to me than when I started working in this gender fluid manner. Because the conversations that have emerged from it are really interesting and very specific and really important.
You said something on Good Morning America a couple of weeks ago that had me almost at the point of tears. In fact, everybody in our newsrooms, literally every one of your words, talking about pants versus dresses. Yes. We're going to talk about that in just a few seconds. This is the 50th New York City Pride March on ABC 7.
Sam Champion is back. That's right. Wake up feeling like a champ. Get Sam's AccuWeather forecast on New York's #1 morning news. Sam's on Eyewitness News this morning, only on Channel 7.
At TD Bank, we believe everyone should be free to be themselves. That's why we're committed to supporting the LGBTQ community throughout the tri-state and across the country. This year, we've teamed up with Destination Tomorrow, a Bronx-based center providing a place of education, support, and safety for LGBTQ youth. Join us together with Destination Tomorrow and ABC 7, Sunday, June 30th at the World Pride March, as we celebrate what it means to be you, be free, be forever proud. Thanks for sharing your pride with us. ABC 7 is proud to celebrate World Pride NYC. Proudly sponsored by Silk. Progress is perfection.
My name was put in to do one of the windows for Macy's for the celebration of the 50th anniversary of Stonewall.
For me, pride and joy is just a way of being part of something, real.
Going in the window, in the Macy's window on 34th Street, that's like having a billboard in Times Square.
People need to recognize it and celebrate what happened and see how far we've come and how far we still need to go.
Numbers wait for midday time for Sunday, June 30th, 2019. Being observed by KPMG. I'm Anna Licker. Now here's today's number. The first ball up is 2 the next. Is 6 in the last. Is 1 making the midday number 261. Wednesday's Powerball jackpot is $150 million. And now in for the first ball up is 1 the next. Is 1 the next. Is 0 in the last. Is 6 making the midday win for number 1106. Thank you and have a great day.
Welcome back. You are watching our live coverage here on ABC 7 of the 2019 Pride March. We've been asking you to show us your pride. The hashtag is ABC7NY Pride. And here are some of the images that you have posted on social media. We are loving seeing how you celebrate Pride. And right before we went to a commercial break, Ken was talking to you, Billy, about some statements that you had made about what you wear and what people are wearing in general.
People ask me about, well, why are you wearing a dress? Or I see some comments, sometimes very few, but some comments about, how I'm disgusting. Men in dresses are disgusting. It raises the question, why is that? We've moved beyond the idea that women in pants is a problem. Women in pants is considered strong. Women in pants is considered powerful. And that's because it is now associated with the patriarchy. The patriarchy is about masculinity. The patriarchy is about power. The patriarchy is about something being
But what is wrong with feminism?
But what is wrong with femininity? Why is it that when a man wears a dress, it's disgusting? Are you saying that women are disgusting? I don't believe that. And
dress and the Romans.
The history, honey. Jesus wore a dress.
So
to call it a robe, it was a dress, baby.
You have a very special friend out there right now who's present, and we want to talk to him right now. EJ.
Yes, right now?
Yes.
EJ Johnson.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, Billy.
Hi, EJ. How you doing, baby?
Hi, Billy.
How you doing, girl?
How are you?
I'm good. What's going on? What are you doing this trip?
Honey, I'm hosting at Pride Fest, honey. I feel so official with my news reporter microphone. I'm in the field, honey, giving you coverage.
And you are
Look at this crowd.
You are
Everyone's
looking
doing the most.
You are looking snatched up in that animal print, baby.
Yes, you know I'm giving you leopard, darling.
How's
Giving
your
you leopard
mama
Versace
and your
moments over
daddy?
here.
How's your mama and Tookie?
We are doing the most.
That's
How are you?
awesome. I'm
What's
fabulous.
going on up there?
We're just talking about the pride of the world. We're trying to spread the love all around.
Yes, honey.
You look
Let
amazing,
them
honey.
live. Let them have it.
Let them have it.
Can EJ hear me? EJ, this
Yes,
is Ken.
I can hear you.
This is Ken Rosado. Can you tell us about what it was like to have your father, Magic Johnson, for those who don't realize, one of the greatest sports figures in history, be so supportive of you?
Honestly, it's such a blessing. You know, everyone deserves the love of friends and family. But to have both of my parents love and support me from day one is just amazing. And, you know, I just always say that, every child deserves that kind of love. And if you don't get it from your parents, make your own family. Just like they do on Pose, honey. And, you know, that kind of family is just as important as biological family.
Sometimes more important than biological family.
So what advice would you have to some transgender youth or gender-bending youth out there right now, gender non-conforming, who feel like they are not welcome, like they are mocked, or if they're bullied? What would you tell them?
I tell them that you gotta love yourself. It starts with you. If you love yourself, that love will follow and people will respect you for it. And also, like I said before, build that family, honey. You have to build your own network. If you can't get it from home, build your own home. Those relationships and those family and those friends are the most important people you need in your life, as well as yourself. Put yourself first. Absolutely. Love yourself, Billy.
Happens to be the name of my new single, baby.
That's right.
Love
Love yourself. Hey, EJ is Simba. I guess that's why he's wearing the animal print, right? For the Lion King. How has that been, EJ?
That was a while ago.
That was.
I'm obsessed with leopard prints, so I'm doing a lot of animal prints, and I'm super excited for the Lion King, for Beyonce and everyone to be doing the most, so it's gonna be bomb, I'm sure.
Looking forward to seeing you in that.
Great job,
Yes.
EJ. Have fun at the Pride
Thank
stage.
you very much.
All right, Wednesday night we have the opening ceremonies at World Pride. Let's check out some of the things that happened there.
I can't believe that we're here tonight after all of these years of planning and so many hours of work by so many people, having an opening ceremony for World Pride. It's a dream realized for all of us who have to make this possible. The lineup that we have tonight is just unbelievable and perfect for a World Pride right here in New York City. We have Whoopi Goldberg hosting.
Please welcome to the stage the icon, Whoopi Goldberg!
This is how the first U.S. World Pride does it. Because this is where Pride was born.
We have Shaka Khan, Todrick Hall, Billy Porter, Ciara. It's an amazing lineup. And to kick it off, what better way than with Cyndi Lauper in True Colors?
It's the 50th anniversary of Stonewall. It's very important for the youth to know their history and what was going on and whose shoulders we stand on. You know, Pride for me was always to celebrate our differences, because how fabulous is that? That we're not all punched out of the same little cookie cutter. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful like a rainbow. people started to write me about the song and talked about how they were totally disenfranchised from their families, the community, their work, and they heard the song, and it gave them the courage and the strength to continue.
And Billy Porter closed the show in style.
Like, 50,000 Swarovski crystals.
Was that a little heavy?
It was so heavy. That bottle jacket was
But you
so
rocked
heavy.
it. That crowd must have been so buoying. How did that feel?
Well, once again, it was the energy of equality, the energy of diversity, the energy of acceptance, the energy of that fight that we have. To fight for what we know is our right to exist on this planet. And it's just so fabulous to be a part of that group. Shaka Khan was there, Cyndi Lauper was there, Sierra was there. There were so many people, Todrick Hall was there. There were so many people that came out to represent.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg hosted the entire evening. It was amazing.
It's sort of that same energy you feel here.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't on stage there, but I could imagine when you have
It's overwhelming.
this love and support, you feel it when you're on stage.
And your song, tell us about Love Yourself.
Yeah, Love Yourself is a single. It was written and produced by D. Smith, a transgender Grammy Award-winning producer. And, my manager, Bill Butler, had this idea to have an anthem for this World Pride stuff. And, the message is really simple. It's really clear. We gotta figure out how to love ourselves in the face of an entire society, an entire culture, telling us that we're unworthy, telling us that we're useless, telling us that our existence is invalid. We have to take that back.
I think EJ said it perfectly,
Absolutely.
too, before. It starts with loving yourself
It starts
first.
inside yourself. I've learned that from myself. When I was able to turn that around inside of my own self for real, everything else has followed suit.
Cyndi Lauper's song True Colors has very much become an anthem for the LGBT community. Your song, Love Yourself, potentially the next theme song for this community, or anyone who is struggling.
Yeah, I think Love Yourself can be that. I think it's not just the LGBTQ community. When I look online and I see, social media, and I see how the world has changed and shape-shifted with that culture, it's really difficult to find a space where we feel worthy of living on the planet. And I think
Because it's competitive. Social media is competitive and also antagonistic.
Yes.
There are people attacking,
So negative, so
hiding
bullying.
behind the social media.
Exactly. They hide behind that little screen, and they think that there's not going to be any retribution against them for what they
Or
say.
justice.
Or justice, exactly.
So it's wonderful to be able to put that kind of message out into the world,
Did you ever think you were going to become a role model? Did you?
Yeah, yeah, it's intentional. It really is truly intentional. I don't mean for that to sound cocky or, whatever, but it is intentional because I didn't have it.
So what does it feel like now when you're on stage and you have 75,000 people screaming for you when you think back to the people?
I really have moved beyond thinking about those people. That's why I'm here.
Johnson, New York City Council
Corey.
Speaker. Guess who's standing right here? Corey, how are you? Speaker Corey Johnson, nice to see you. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Let me talk to you a little bit about what it means to do the march so far. To come all the way down the road to get to this point. What have you seen? What does it feel like?
Well, I was a closeted 16-year-old boy in a small town. I was suicidal. I never thought that I would ever live in New York City. I never thought I'd be Speaker of the New York City Council. I never thought I would be on the 50th anniversary of Stonewall. So it's been an emotional month. And the thing I like the most about it is we've been honoring the
talking to him.
I think that's his way of avoiding it.
He
We're
ain't
gonna
doing
hold
that
him to
split
it
you
next
today. He
year.
didn't warm up today.
Speaker Johnson with that move. Man, I think I hurt my back. Just
He
watching.
always brings it. He does. You know what I love seeing? There's a family right now, a little baby in a carrier. Start them young. Understand diversity. Appreciate people with differences. Not all families look the same. But where there is love, there is love.
And light.
And light. Look at that child on the back of that man. Hello. Hello, baby.
You know, people always talk about what am I going to tell my children? Try the truth. Try the truth.
It's so easy to know. Many people in many communities today, these kids growing up, they hear the prejudice and hatred that they have from their gay, bisexual, lesbian, transgender, and then gradually they become there'll be a time when kids are going to grow up and say, what's the difference? This guy, this really is going to where it should be.
Because hate is tough.
There is a club right now about that, though, with politics the way they are. So the push is on to make sure that the young generation understands the diversity of races. Difference is not bad.
We don't have to agree. We don't have to see eye to eye. But we must respect each other's humanity.
You nailed it right there.
You don't have to come to the march. You don't have to subscribe to this.
I'm not coming to yours.
Respect that people are different. Well said, Billy. That's why we love you.
I'm not coming to that white supremacy march. But I'm also not trying to take your rights away either.
Everybody has a place.
But this is born out of love.
Absolutely.
Where other movements are born out of hate.
Sometimes that.
You're watching the 2019 New York City Pride March here on ABC 7. 70,000 to 100,000 people in the march itself. Anywhere from 3 to 4 million people along the route. Probably the largest march/parade in the history of New York.
And most of these groups, nonprofits. This is a grassroots sort of movement. It started with the people on Christopher Street, outside Stonewall, inside Stonewall. And the movement continues with people.
Back in the day, for those people who don't know the story of Stonewall, you should first off find out about it. But Stonewall was a bar on Christopher Street, the village, still there today. And it was a gay bar, so gay bars in many cases couldn't even get a liquor license, so it didn't have a liquor
It was
license.
actually a club, and it was owned by the mob.
Yes, most
It was
of
a
the
private club.
most of the gay bars and clubs were owned by the mob. At
That's
the time.
right. It was this weird sort of situation with the police. They allowed the happenings to happen there, the gays, the lesbians to congregate there, but at the same time they would go in and raid.
And it was done on a fairly regular basis. All right, once again, you are watching the 2019 New York City Pride March here on ABC 7. We got to hear a message from RuPaul now.
Young people need to see gay people living their lives and being successful, being outrageous, but mostly just being. Because so many of us gay children have this fear that we're going to be alone or that we're going to, that our family will disown us. Well, the truth is, you gain another family. You can keep the old family, but you gain a community, a tribe. And it's important for you to see your tribe. It's important for young people to see their tribe thriving and having fun and doing what is important in life, which is laughing, breathing, and repeating. Throw in some dancing, throw in some glitter, something sparkly and fun. That's what life is all about. And when you leave this mortal coil behind, the only thing you will remember of it is the love you gave and the love you allowed yourself to receive.
The Stonewall 50 NYC Pride March is sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank, unexpectedly human. And Disney on Broadway, celebrating 25 years of magic. At TD Bank, we believe everyone should be free to be themselves. That's why we're committed to supporting the LGBTQ community throughout the tri-state and across the country. This year, we've teamed up with Destination Tomorrow, a Bronx-based center providing a place of education, support, and safety for LGBTQ youth. Join us, together with Destination Tomorrow and ABC7, Sunday, June 30th at the World Pride March, as we celebrate what it means to be you. Be free. Be forever proud.
Feel the joy. Feel the love. Feel the power. The Lion King on Broadway. Let it move you.
This is a moment you plan for. To start your investment plan, find an advisor at massmutual.com.
Don't let your fuel hold you back. Go further with Amoco Ultimate with Invigorate. Because no gas gets better mileage. Available exclusively at BP and Amoco stations. The team to watch is on Channel 7 Eyewitness News at 11.
Welcome back to the 2019 Pride March in Manhattan. I'm Lauren Glassberg, joined by Ken Rosado and Billy Porter. And look at this shot on Fifth Avenue here. This is a huge march timed with World Pride. So many people here, 3.5 million people.
And take a look at what's happening today and tonight on Pride Island, just on the west side of Pier 97, 59th and West Side Highway, 2 to 10. Abel Moravito, Abel and Moravito spinning all day long. I like to give Spanish spin.
Moravito, but tonight, oh my, Madonna.
Madonna. We have to mention it's sold out, but Madonna will be
I got my tickets.
Of course you're going. I mean, are you going on stage with her? I would imagine she'll be like, come on, Billy.
No, I'm done working after this today.
Of course, Billy took part in the opening ceremonies. The closing ceremony for World Pride is in Times Square. It's hosted by Margaret Cho, and that is tonight from 7 to 10. You have to get in at 5 o'clock. Performances are also by Melissa Etheridge, Jade Shears, and Minek, and the cast of The Prom, as well as Deborah Cox.
I love the shots for Billy.
I was just with Deborah yesterday afternoon. Yeah,
Look at these little dogs.
Those cuties.
It's a little hot. You can tell. They're panting. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about the weather.
No, thank goodness. It's been...
I'm actually far more pleasant than I thought I was going to be. World Pride. Look at this one.
This is the group that's right behind us right now. Ruben Diaz Jr.
Disney Company.
Jeffrey Epstein, who I've been friends with since...
You know everybody, Billy.
We go back a long time. We're not going to talk dates.
All right, Jeffrey, I've got my ears on. I'm ready.
Well, I actually brought you guys some very special ears as well for all of you.
Thank you. Is this Jeffrey's technically my boss, so I'm going to put these on.
They're actually part of the Rainbow Disney collection.
Let's see if this
Two, I can wear double rainbow.
I mean, I am just swimming in rainbows today.
Jeffrey, we are so proud at Channel 7 to be affiliated, to be a sponsor of Pride, New York City Pride, World Pride, this March. Tell us a little more about what our company is doing in its commitment to Pride.
Well, at Disney, obviously, we have a really strong policy about diversity and inclusiveness. And we've been participating this year in Pride marches, obviously here at World Pride New York, today also in San Francisco, Orlando, West Hollywood, Long Beach, London, Shanghai, Dublin, you name it. We have been there. They're supporting the communities as well as supporting our employees, which is something that I think is terrific. And those rainbow ears that you're wearing, the rainbow Disney ears, that's another way that we're supporting the community. This, in fact, today is the last day. You can find them on Shop Disney, where the money will go to help benefit GLSEN. So it's a great commitment that we have at our company here to really make sure that kids are not bullied, and the Rainbow Connection is a big part of that.
Wow. There you go, baby. How special that the man who's the star of Pose is on FX, which is now part of the Disney family.
I know.
We just joined.
This is actually your welcome gift.
Welcome gift. I don't mind giving a little Minnie Mouse realness.
It just works so well with what he's wearing.
And
why not?
I say 10s across the board for you.
There you go. I think it works a lot more for you than for me, but we're trying.
It looks great for you too, Ken.
I think you look smashing.
Don't you worry one bit about it.
I also have some great stickers too, if you would like, give them out to your friends and neighbors.
On my arm. Tell us a little bit about Disney's presence here at this march.
Today we have over 400 people marching from Marvel, Disney Theatrical, ABC, ABC News, FX, National Geographic. It's amazing. It's so great that our whole company comes together here and celebrates. We have balloons. We have a lot of magic going on, and it's going to be heading down Fifth Avenue very soon.
All right.
You even have magic at the parks sometimes, right?
There was a magical Pride event that just happened in Paris. That was fantastic. Boy George, Years and Years. It was quite a great event and a great way to usher in Pride Month. It happened at the beginning of June.
That's awesome. Jeffrey Epstein, the Director of Corporate Communications for the Walt Disney Company, parent company of us at WABC TV. Very proud to have you here on this Pride Day.
Proud to be here. Thank you for having me.
We're going to turn it over now to Sam Champion. He is live along the march route. And Sam, we're back with you now.
Hey, hi Lauren. It's so great to see Jeffrey out and about with us today. And by the way, Michael Adams is here, CEO of Sage. Hi Michael, how are you? Congratulations on an amazing day. Let's take this moment to talk a little bit about Sage. We've talked about other groups that are parading today or marching today. Let's talk about Sage and why it's so important for the community.
Well, Sage is about our community's elders. We're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Stonewall this year. Those young people that started Stonewall 50 years ago, they're our elders today. They're our pioneers. We rest on their shoulders, and so Sage exists to serve and honor and celebrate them.
What are some of the things that you can actually do for the community that you guys are a part of?
We run all kinds of services and programs, meal programs, housing for our elders, senior centers for our elders, friendly visitors for homebound elders. Too many of our folks are growing old alone. If they don't have kids, and they need that community support. So everything that a family is supposed to do, that's what Sage does for our elders.
We're so proud of you for what you do. The thing that you just said, the folks 50 years ago who were at Stonewall, who started everything that allows us to be here today, are our elders now. They need our respect. They need our care. They need our attention. We need to remember them and talk to them.
Exactly. That's exactly right. We just celebrate them today and every day of the year. We need this kind of visibility and celebration for our elders always, because without them, people like me would not be here. So,
it's funny, when I came up as a young gay boy, I was taught to stop and talk to them because they have so many people. When you see someone who's a little bit older
community. I profiled the new building that's going up in Brooklyn that is geared to be inclusive of all seniors, but also with a bent toward seniors who are LGBT to make sure they are accepted and not discriminated against. And moving from our seniors to our youth now, there was an electrifying experience for LGBTQIA and allied teens yesterday.
It was held at Youth Pride. It's a place for young people to celebrate New York City Pride with their friends.
It is bright and early Saturday morning, and we are here having a run-through before the big performance today on Summer Stage, World Pride, Youth Pride. Our kids are so excited.
EOE stands for Extraordinary Entertainment, and the reason why we say extraordinary instead of extraordinary is because I like to think that we put the little extra in extraordinary.
It's a high school-based modeling organization where they work on print, dancing, modeling, youth rights, and community service.
We're used to just performing at school events or competitions or stuff like this, so to be able to showcase what we can do in front of a whole new state just means the world. Being involved in this group has really just kind of molded me and, tuned out some, sharp edges and just made me a better person overall and helped me also hone in on my craft as far as the modeling scene.
For the youth would be to just continue to just be yourself, find yourself, love yourself, and don't be afraid to just step out there and follow your dreams.
Our biggest thing is the rainbow with the colors, so express that, show your true colors, all of them, be yourself, 100% all the time.
Youth Pride is a great fun interactive way for the young people to feel appreciated, showcase their talents, even as headline this year's youth.
So effervescent.
Look at this march participant.
Now that's quite
with the Stonewall sort of accoutrement.
That's quite the thing to be walking for hours with on your head.
If it gives a little shade, it's great.
Stonewall bonnet, if you will.
The Trevor Project, Brad Marshall, serving for 20 years as the leading national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services for LGBTQ young people, ages specifically 13 to 24.
Such an important organization. We're going to be speaking with Amit Paley, who is the CEO of the Trevor Project. They do so much for young people. They set up text lines to make sure they have somewhere to text.
The hotline,
yes.
It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Sadly, it's hard enough just being a teenager nowadays, but to be a gay, lesbian, transgender teenager, queer teenager, the bullying that occurs is just
all the tomfoolery that goes on.
And not to be all about statistics, but I did throw out that statistic earlier in our first hour that 41% of trans or gender non-conforming young people have attempted suicide. And that is why the Trevor Project is such an important organization.
You matter. You're worthy just as you are.
But there was a time, of course, as we all know, that nothing like this existed, and so many kids just died. They killed themselves, and it was talked about.
No, never.
By the way, Kelly Ripa and Mark as well as, of course, Kelly on ABC 7 with Live, and Ryan, Kelly and her husband were honored for their contributions by the Trevor Project.
Yes. That's awesome. They've been involved for a very long time. It's important that we have our allies as well.
Of course, the T-Mobile Group, big sponsor of World Pride. They've been supporting the Pride March. This is the 4th year now doing it.
That's right, and streaming the event on ABC 7 and Live. Oh, I don't know. Who is that singing on the T-Mobile float?
Looking good.
You can watch. If you need to step away from the connected TV, you can watch this march streamed thanks to T-Mobile in partnership with ABC7NY.com, and you can also watch it on the ABC7NY app.
The Stonewall 50 NYC Pride March is sponsored by Silk. Progress is perfection. And Nissan. Choose Nissan.com. Up for anything? Nissan is. And Nissan SUVs have advanced tech to help guide you to the perfect spot. Stay connected. And take any trail. Nissan SUVs. Up for whatever you are. Get a low $199 per month lease on Rogue. Or lease the Rogue family for just $179 per month.
Don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'll shoot star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. And I'm a racing car, passing by like a lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, there's no stopping me.
You are making progress. Keep doing it. So.
I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Everyone deserves the chance to fly.
It's the Honda 4th of July sales event, and it's your chance to get a new Honda vehicle that can pack all of life's best adventures. Yep, time to start checking off that bucket list. Selfies over at Niagara Falls? Check. Gateway Arch? Check. Being awarded by KBB.com as 2019's best overall brand? Check. So pop into your Honda dealer today for great deals on some of our most popular vehicles at the Honda 4th of July sales event.
We started Untuck It to help guys look sharp and feel casual. Because traditional shirts just weren't meant to be worn untucked. Untuck It shirts fall at the perfect length and are designed for guys of all shapes and all sizes. So now everyone can experience the perfect fit of an Untuck It shirt.
At least somebody made the right call.
You're watching ABC7. We have a very special day with almost 100,000 people we're guessing along the route right now. We know that 70,000 registered, and there's a lot more that joined in along the way with about 3.5 million people along the route.
I'm going to say, because it's glorious weather, there are more people who jumped into March. Balloons are a big facet of this March. They opened the March with 2,000 balloons in the shape of a rainbow, of course, representing LGBT community, and here you've got some other fun balloons. I'm Lauren Glassberg, joined by Ken Rosado. We are coming to you live for 4 hours. We are 2 hours in.
2 hours and halfway there, but this march is not going to end in 2 hours. It's probably
Listen,
friend.
that rainbow gingham is turning me out, honey. You're doing just fine. To each his own. Everybody is in their lane, and you are perfectly in your beautiful lane.
Everyone is in their lane today and owning their lane.
Well, we talked about Madonna performing tonight on that one episode of Pose. You talk about Madonna doing the Vogue thing, and you say what? That it was something that was in the community way before Madonna, and now she made it.
She learned it from the community.
Madonna actually came in and researched and discovered voguing in the community, and she was one of the first allies of our community to bring the ballroom culture to the public forum. It was, a combination of Paris is Burning and her song Vogue, sort of simultaneously, sort of back to back. That kind of was the first wave of understanding who these people were and that we even existed.
But now your show Pose really brings it to a whole new level. I am learning so much. We want to send it out now to our colleague, Kimberly Richardson. She is live along the march route. Kimberly.
Well, Lauren, funny things happen here at the march today. Purple flowers appear, rainbows, and lots of glitter. Someone else who is here with me now, very, very loud float going by, but we're going to make it through. This is Jean Vicario. Jean's with Now. Tell me, how important is it for you to be here today participating in this march?
It's absolutely vital that we're here today. I think that this is a celebration of individuality. It's being proud of who you are, and also at a time politically when LGBT rights are being questioned, it's more important than ever that we show our visibility and we show that we're here and we're proud.
What are you seeing at your organization in terms of more outreach or more people reaching out to you for help?
I mean, I think that's happening every day between reproductive rights and discrimination against women, discrimination against LGBT people. People want Now to step up, and that's what we're here to do.
Thank you so much for talking. Enjoy the day.
Thank you. I will.
As you hear, here it is. Loud crowd out. I want to show you guys something. Look all the way up there. Again, we're in the Flatiron District. And up there, Pride is all over New York City today. From the tops of our very tallest buildings to the street down here on 10th Avenue. Lauren, Ken, and Billy, I'm going to toss it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Kimberly. They have a nice vantage up there, right above the Flatiron, looking down. This route goes from 25th and 5th Avenue south along 5th Avenue. It makes a turn on 8th Street and then heads over in front of Christopher Street, the Stonewall Inn, which is, of course, 50 years that we are marking the uprising there. Then it turns north on 7th Avenue and empties out in Chelsea maybe 4 hours from now.
It's not going to be 4 hours from now. Last year it was 7 hours. So I can't imagine how long it's going to take this year.
We'll be here till next Tuesday, but that's a good thing, not a bad thing. You are watching the 50th anniversary of the uprising at Stonewall, 50th Pride March, and you're watching ABC 7 right here in New York City along 5th Avenue.
The music is getting to me.
We should start dancing. Let's do it. Beautiful shot from Newscomer 7 showing you the route. Very few breaks, I have to say. Sometimes you see a march or a parade for that matter, and it takes a while. There are gaps. This one is just never ending.
It's urgent this year, honey.
It is urgent.
We got to let the kids know we're here, we're queer. Get used to it. We ain't going nowhere.
It's such a wonderful thing to see that these people, I mean, many of them probably made these plans 2 years ago to be here just for this moment.
Well, if they wanted to stay at a hotel, they probably had to. The hotels were booked up months in advance.
I made my plans last night.
to walk 5 blocks.
And she's from Westchester County, I might add.
Creams and moisturizers, honey. Creams and unquenched, baby.
Heck, I'll eat a jar of cold cream, and that's what you look like after.
That's what you got to do every time.
iHeartMedia, KTU, one of the radio stations here represented, walking through this march. And I believe she is on their boat.
And she's serving us a marabou
I wonder if she's hot in that marabou
a
dress.
marabou rainbow jacket. Ooh, it's floor-like.
It's nice.
I'm impressed.
I like it.
She is just that mess. Yeah, I remember the first time I got to meet her, she was on the live show. Back then it was Regis and Kelly. And I could not believe how tiny she is.
No, she's small.
Oh, I did not know that. I'm all about small.
I'm 6'3", and she's right up to my belly.
And I'm 5'2", so when Ted and I anchor together, sometimes I'll tell you a little secret. I stand on a little box in my high heel.
For real?
I got my chair down so low my knees are on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, the camera just doesn't fit both of us. That's a split of difference.
I love the secrets.
I'm going to tell another secret if you didn't see it earlier. Tony's wearing a short.
Yeah, I'm not that creative. I nearly fell off the stage. I'm not doing that again.
Let the people see the shorts and the bottom.
If I do that, you got to hold my chair for me.
If you do that.
Let the people
We're
see
on
you.
rolling chairs, and Ken almost rolled right off the stage.
I got
It was dramatic.
50
He got
texts
excited.
from friends of mine laughing at me. I love it.
Almost did a death drop.
So we mentioned the live show before. Of course, they're upbeat, unpredictable, totally in the moment, live with Kelly and Ryan. And by the way, two of the nicest people you will ever meet. The #1 daytime entertainment talk show, A-list celebs, top-notch performances. Billy has been on.
I have been on twice.
Yes, I saw you when you were just on 2 weeks ago.
Couple weeks ago,
Yes. Non-stop fun, keep you smiling, get your daily dose of laughs from two of TV's best hosts, Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest, live with Kelly and Ryan. Tomorrow morning at 9, part of Dion's best morning lineup right here on Channel 7.
Ken, you've never done that before. You sound just like a radio DJ.
I was a radio DJ half my career
I know.
until they told me to get lost.
They said you had a face for television. That's right.
You have a face for television, Ken Bravado.
Very, very kind. And a reminder also that Billy Porter, star of Pose, seen every Tuesday night, 10 o'clock on FX, which is part of the Disney family, as is ABC.
Billy, how often do you tape? I mean, what's your shooting schedule on that? Are you done with this whole season already?
No, we're still shooting. I shot 5 scenes on Friday till 2:30 a.m. in the morning. And I'm back in the studio tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Oh my goodness, you're not staying out too late for Madonna
Oh, no,
tonight.
I'm staying. I don't have no lines tomorrow, so I
You
can just
just
sit
have to
there and
look
be
good.
pretty.
Oh, my
So they can put some ice on my face like Joan Crawford.
Billy's character is, your character's name is Pray Tell.
Love that.
Oh, there it goes.
Hey, Vanessa. Vanessa Williams passing right now.
Yes, Dave Vanessa! What? This is old school, y'all. Y'all don't know nothing about this.
I got news for you. I played that as a hit on the radio. That's how long. Yes, I
No,
did.
listen, that's a long time ago.
Yes, it is.
Ain't that the right stuff?
I'm only
Ain't she
21.
talking about the right stuff? Ain't that the song?
Sing it, Billy.
Screaming. There's so much going on.
That's what's
There's so
making
much
it
going on.
All right.
I know this one.
Those are the folks waiting for the C100.
On a totally unrelated note, Lady Gaga performed at Stonewall Inn.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, that was a surprise for everybody who was outside Stonewall 2 nights ago performing. That was the, is that the latex?
Gay Men's Health
10th and 11th. We had a wonderful, wonderful time.
This is the Oasis Center you're looking at right now, but here's the story.
Today we're at the Egg Studio in Brooklyn, New York, and we're doing a photo shoot for the World Pride Guide that will feature leadership of the house and ball community.
Love the shimmer. Stunning. This is so gorgeous.
GMHC works with the leadership in the house and ball community around HIV prevention, programming, testing, and connecting people to care.
In the early 80s, many members of the house and ball community were lost to AIDS. And so in 1989, GMHC and the leadership of the house and ball community got together and created the House of Latex. And one of the projects that came out of that is what we still do today, the Latex Ball. It's one of the largest balls in the world, and it serves as a public health intervention as well as an event that celebrates the resilience, the strength, and the creativity of the house and ball community.
The outfits are just amazing and stunning and reflect the magical creativity that these folks bring to the world. Some of the folks who are here are wearing costumes or outfits that were connected to Hector Extravaganza, who died a few months ago, who is also a remarkable leader in the community.
It was just great, like, to come together for this shoot because, like, not only can we, like, come together and bond and unite after, like, you know, Hector's passing and everything.
No matter how far apart we are from each other, we're still here, we're still together.
Yeah.
Hector Extravaganza was somebody who was very talented at many things. He was a designer, he was a dancer, he modeled, he was brilliant. Let's not forget all of the work that he did with HIV and AIDS, you know, and how he also helped put together the Latex Ball. He was one of the first people that came together. Yeah.
This year, GMHC has the privilege to work more intimately with New York City Pride as they are a community partner for the Latex Ball. So we're really pleased to be working more intimately with New York City Pride and their World Pride events. I mean, you can't do the work around HIV and AIDS alone, and we will just keep going. We have to.
Wonderful organization.
Well, there's the information on the Latex Ball that now you have.
Now we know.
A little history.
You're watching the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall Uprising, the New York City Pride March. And it is a march because these are people standing up for rights. Yes, it's a parade. Yes, it's fun, but it's much more than that. It's symbolic of the point, the changing point 50 years ago, the turning point when the LGBTQIA+ community stood up and said, we're not going to take being beaten anymore because of who we are. And we're not going to take it anymore. We get the modern movement that we have continued to this day.
That's right. There had been riots prior to that, but because I guess the stars aligned, the time was right. That was the uprising that took hold.
Well, you know, it was also, I think it was either the day that Judy Garland died or around the same time that Judy Garland died, something like that. You know, that also pushed it a little bit forward.
Foment the energy toward it.
Not on today. It was also the era of civil rights. You had Martin Luther King. You had so many people who fought for civil rights who were murdered. People just were tired of it.
Yeah. And you know, I feel like those who don't know their history are doomed to repeat it.
Yes.
You know, I think we're in a really interesting time where a lot of our history has been obscured. A lot of it has been hidden from a younger generation. And it's time to start teaching again. That's what we're here.
Well, you know, people forget and people rewrite history.
Yeah, they do.
So that's why marches like this are so important.
Absolutely.
The exposure, the education.
Non-conforming, maybe because of family, maybe friends, roles, etc. Know that there is a greater family out there for you who loves you and will support you.
You know, these days, there's the internet. There's so many resources that are useful for all of, you know, the gender
have been dancing on the sidelines for a bit.
I wish every day was like this. I mean, confetti in the air, everyone happy, everyone loving. It's like how it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Brian, tell me a little bit about what you've seen so far and then what you want to see the rest of the day.
I mean, I just I didn't know what to expect, and then we came in on the golf cart, and I was like, wow, this is like a massive, massive thing. It's just really cool to be here.
It's the trifecta.
Right. It's so many things. Worldwide pride. And Stonewall Fitness. It's incredible.
It's incredible. So the show is doing really well right now, but tell me about including everyone in the storyline. You know, how important it is to get inclusion and representation of every community in America.
That's what we're trying to do with this project. More than more than just a TV show. I think it's a step in the right direction of just equality for all genders, all sexes, all type of things. We're trying to just make that the normal. It should be the normal. And that was Eva's vision for this whole project.
He made sure that was happening on and off camera. So our crew was exactly as it was reversed on camera as it was off camera.
Now, I have noticed that you're so into this today. And you're drawing people over, and they're coming over to talk to you. What do you want people who are watching today? Maybe people who are at home that don't feel like they could have made it here or be here today. What do you want them to know?
Well, I know for sure Grand Hotel is a fun, full, sexy drama with a lot of diversity. But it also is so relatable. At least one character you're going to feel connected with, which is what this parade is all about. It's connection. And just watch Grand Hotel. You're going to have so much fun.
Because when people can see themselves in television, then they know, look, I exist. I'm not out here alone. There are other people just like
You want people to relate and feel represented, and that's what we try to do.
And we break out of those stereotypes, you know, the person who you think might have been the maid is not the maid. The people who own the hotel may not have been the family you thought may have owned the hotel. So it's a beautiful thing that we're representing on ABC. So
Well, I love you guys for being here. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful to meet you. It's been so nice to dance with you today. Happy Pride. Let's dance more. Happy Pride, guys. Back to you in the booth. All right, you guys having a lot of fun out there. 70 to 100,000 people taking part in this march. 3.5 million, it is estimated, are along the route. And the route is bigger this year.
yeah, it has to be. I mean, think about how many participants there are. It starts at 25th and 5th, makes its way down 5th Avenue, takes a right onto 8th Street, and then passes by the Stonewall Inn on Christopher Street, and then it heads north. Of course, we want to mention the Stonewall Inn. There's a national monument there as well. And then it heads north, continues past the New York City AIDS Memorial, and up to the finishing point at 23rd Street in Chelsea. And then the party starts.
Yes.
And then they continue. and then there's Pride Island tonight at Madonna.
Feeling a lot of people are not going to be at work.
I have to try to get home before at a decent hour so I can be at work at 6 a.m.
So a decent hour for you would be 4 a.m.?
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
You got to let me know which edition, which episode, I should say, Pose is going to be shot tomorrow. So I can
That's right. We can see how you look.
I'm not telling you that.
Hey,
I'm not telling you that.
I heard good news.
What'd you hear?
You already picked up for a third season?
Yes. Yes. Our ratings were so good after the first episode that we got picked up for season 3 after the first episode of season 2 aired.
That is huge. Congratulations.
So the storyline is about the transgender community, the gay community in the 80s, but how many of the actors and people of color, how many of the actors are members of that community?
Pretty much all of them.
That's amazing.
You know, it's the largest transgender LGBTQ cast on a television show in history. Top transgender actresses of color are series regulars, which has never happened before. That's a first. Yeah, we're breaking down walls, we're crashing through ceilings, and we're changing the world.
Can I give a shout out to the fact that you are amazing in the show? Not saying that because you're sitting next to me. Everybody does amazing. How about the house mom? That is so fabulous.
Is that that's Blanca?
MJ Rodriguez.
She's
She's amazing.
She carries that show on her back, and she is an extraordinary actress. And I'm so glad you said that, because she doesn't have the flashy part. You know, I have the flashy part. Electra, you know, some of the others of us have more flashy parts, but she's the heart. MJ Rodriguez. Blanca is the heart.
She is the
summer sale has all the latest styles at incredible savings. Get an extra 25% off with your coupon or Macy's card on standout summer looks, gifts that Dad will love, and more. Now at Macy's.
Journey, if you're not comfortable in the shoes that you're wearing, no matter what, identify as welcome to our own platform.
Today is full of opportunity to connect with others, grow as a community, and even improve lives. And AARP is here, helping to make all that happen with exciting LGBT events, resources to help family caregivers, and state and local volunteer opportunities because AARP has real value for you, your family, and for everyone under the rainbow. So let's take on today and every day together. Learn more at aarp.org/pride.
Good Morning America raves you've never seen frozen like this. The New York Times says Disney has set the bar for Broadway blockbusters. It's sensational, magical, inspired, joyous, and brilliant. Let yourself go. Tickets at FrozenTheMusical.com.
Christopher and Gay Street, certainly significant primarily because Christopher Street is the home of gay culture in America.
But this community, it's so diverse.
The term gay doesn't quite cover it all. Macy's makes it easy to buy online and pick up in store. That means you can try it on, check the color and fit, and see what else is new. It's fast, free, and now most in-stock items are ready in just 2 hours. Buy online, pick up in store at Macy's.
Robin Roberts is hosting this great event. And ABC is inviting you to join her as she explores the enduring universal appeal of the Lion King franchise. Tap into its past, how it came to be, and a glimpse into its future. The Lion King, Can You Feel the Love Tonight with Robin Roberts, with cast interviews and exclusive unreleased scenes from the new film. That's happening on Tuesday, July 16th at 8 o'clock on ABC7. That should be amazing.
Amazing. That sounds
I'm
amazing.
feeling the love right now.
Live action, Lion King. I'm looking forward to seeing what that is. How do they do that?
With a lot of talent and a lot of hard work. It's an amazing show. It really is. I've seen, how many times have you seen Lion King?
Oh, too many times to count.
Right?
I always have to go back and see a friend of mine who goes into it.
Oh, there you go.
That's right. My 5-year-old son loves singing Lion King, so I can't wait for him to see this new production. He's seen the cartoon version. I haven't taken him to Broadway yet.
For those of you just tuning in, you are watching the 2019 New York City Pride March on ABC7, seen by about 25 million people or so in the tri-state area, and tens of millions around the world. We're streaming live too. So we hope that you tell your friends somewhere else if they want to see it. They can stream at abc7ny.com.
Telephone, telegram, telecity.
We just had the Planned Parenthood. That's right. We just had the Planned Parenthood float pass by us. The LGBT Marriage Club passed by us, and so many participants. 80 floats, more than 150 groups from outside of New York. So that's from around the world or elsewhere in the country represented today. And what we thought, 70 to 100,000 people marching.
We know that 70,000 registered, and then tens of thousands just joining in along the way.
You register, and then you grab your 5 friends to jump to come along.
We should just go in and say it's 100,000 folks.
I'm going to agree with that.
If that's what you like, you can anything you want to.
Can we just say that?
I'm happy to support that, Billy.
Just tell the truth.
And a beautiful day it is.
The gays are out, honey. The gays are out today. The queers are out. The LGBTQs are out.
As are their allies.
And all of our allies.
That's the key. Look at the support, the amount of support here in New York City on this beautiful sunny Sunday.
HSBC float coming by right now, and it says together, HSBC. They have 7 global networks to promote diversity. So that's nice. Employee-led groups.
City. You are welcome in their businesses, and you are accepted, and you are co-equal with the rest of New York.
Well, this is New York. It doesn't happen everywhere else in this country, unfortunately. And there are, of course, there's plenty of backlash against exactly what we are seeing today. Let them backlash, but the love will conquer.
Love always wins. May take some time, but it always wins.
Watch out. We got some beads being tossed.
Oh, beads coming my way.
We got the beads. We got the beads.
Got some disco balls on this float.
Throw me some beads, mister.
Well, I appreciate a rainbow set of beads any day. I like some of these signs that I'm seeing. Proud ally of the LGBTQ community.
Once again, you are watching the Pride March, 50th since the uprising at Stonewall. Here on ABC 7, proud to be the first and the only TV station to broadcast this event. This is our third year broadcasting it, and we're very proud to be in this partnership.
So nice to be next to you. And again this year, you're looking at the Barefoot Wine Float, founded in 1965. It's a proud ally of the LGBTQ community since 1988. Today, Jeff Cirillo and Paul Katami, plaintiffs of the federal lawsuit that made its way to the Supreme Court in 2013 to successfully overturn Prop 8, Proposition 8 in California. They're on that float today.
And a lot of those guys are in pose. I recognize a lot of them from my class.
Oh, right.
That's awesome.
So you'll see them in the ballroom, darlings.
It is amazing to see how elaborate so many of these floats are. I was driving in from New Jersey this morning, and I must have passed 50 floats. They've been stored all over the tri-state because clearly there's not much room in that. And so a lot of them are on Long Island and New Jersey, and they all drove in this morning.
Oh, wow.
But it was amazing to see the parade of floats on the highway coming in today.
All right, I'm going to work on my voguing, Billy.
I gotta work on mine, too.
I got a lot of work to go.
I'm not that great at it either.
I don't know. I'd like to see Ken try to vogue.
No, you wouldn't want to see it. You want tune out right there. That's where it happens. So anyway,
we'll have some lessons later.
Hey, why don't we talk more about the New York City ballroom culture, Billy? This is what Pose is all about.
The ballroom culture is described as an underground LGBT subculture in which people walk for trophies, prizes, and glory at the end of the balls. You know, it's a community where the participants are mainly black, young black and Latina members. Attendees can spectate or dance, or you can vote, you can walk, you can participate in categories. There are all different kinds of categories. And you know, this world came out of, you know, having a group of people being essentially dismissed and excused from the real world.
So marginalized.
So marginalized, and they've created a space for themselves where they get to dream beyond their circumstance.
But it gets very competitive.
It is very
Super competitive.
It is very competitive. You know, families, you know, bicker. Many families bicker. So, you know, you see a lot of that. But ultimately, the love is what keeps us together. You know, and it really, truly is about the representation. It's about access. You know, it's about having that conversation about access and opportunity. You know, because many of us don't have that access. Many from the ballroom culture don't have the access to the real world. We've created our own spaces.
So maybe they wanted to be performers or dancers
or doctors,
whatever it is that they saw. But they were outcast from their family or their communities, and they didn't have money.
Or from the culture at large.
And exactly, they didn't have a place to work where they were not discriminated against.
Correct.
So this is where they find a community.
A community.
Now, do you guys on the show, on Pose, do you have a choreographer that works all those moves? Because I was going to say, that just couldn't be on the spontaneous.
No, that's not just
amazing.
spontaneous. Naomi Melandandro is our choreographer. She's sort of the reigning queen of voguing in the world right now. She has big, like Nike ads and stuff like that. So she's our choreographer. Twiggy Garçon, Poochie Garçon is also one of the people that works in the movement department. Yeah, but they have dance rehearsals. You know, everything comes in prepared when it's time for us to shoot.
How long does it take to shoot like one ballroom scene?
Depending on the ballroom scene, it's never less than 12 hours.
And it depends how well everybody remembers their steps.
How well everybody remembers their steps. If there's a scene that goes along with the ball, like if they have to cut away to a scene that makes it a little longer, you know, there are many different elements.
I like the costumes.
Amazing.
Pray Tell's costumes in particular.
Pray Tell, that is the character.
Pray Tell.
You gotta say Pray Tell.
Pray Tell.
Pray Tell. That is what Billy's character is, the star of Polo, seen Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock on FX, which is part of the same parent company, Disney, that ABC TV is.
We want to mention the Bravo flu right now. Bravo has been an NBC cable network since December of 2002, and of course, marching with Bravo today is Andy Cohen from Watch What Happens.
He's getting a star on the Walk of Fame.
Oh, wow.
Just like me.
He likes to stir it
We're in
up.
the same class.
When did your star go down?
Well, we have to it was just announced a couple of weeks ago, so we're in the same Hollywood Walk of Fame star class of 2020.
Congratulations, Billy.
Will you be at the same day? Will you?
No. They happen on different. I mean, generally they happen on different days.
That's
At different
exciting.
times. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Well, you sure earned it.
There he is. There's Andy Cohen. You just had a baby.
I know.
He's a new dad.
That'll make you tired.
His show goes on late, so I'm not sure how he works those hours, but
well, you know, folks have nannies and things.
yes, they do.
Yes.
I totally get that.
Lauren Glassberg.
My nanny she takes care of me too. I love her.
That's
Carmen,
awesome.
shout out to you.
You know, we gotta work. We have to have children and teach them that we need to work too.
I know my son loves that I work. You know,
Yeah, you gotta
he's
take
very
care of
proud of his mama.
Absolutely.
And I hope he watched a little bit of it. It's not 4 hours worth of television. I hope he's outside enjoying himself. But I remember I brought back the rainbow flag last year, and he had that in his room for the better part of a year. So we talked about what this means.
Yes.
Why families are different from our family. Every family can be different as long as it's about love. That is what love is. A family is all about love.
Teach them early, honey.
Support. That's why
Teach
it's
them
so
early.
tragic when a family tosses out a child because they are gender non-conforming, gay, lesbian. It is gross. That is your child whom you brought into this world, and that is a child you should be supporting for life. I don't want to lecture because I'm not a parent, but I just find it so offensive, so horrifying when a family throws out their child because the child is gay.
And even more gross is when they throw out the child and then blame their hate on Jesus or God. That's even grosser to me.
Well, blame it on anything. You can't do it. You just can't do it.
That's not what it's supposed to be, people.
What it's supposed to be is what you see today, the Pride March. This is the 50th Pride March.
Love is love.
That's right. And it is even though it's the 50th year since the Stonewall Uprising, in 1 year they had 2 marches. So that's why we had some debate over how many marches there have been. This is the 50th March, and it is the 20th World Pride. We're proud in the United States. The first time it's ever been held in the United States. Some 70 to 100,000, I'm sorry, Billy said just say 100. Some 100,000 people are...
100,000. Just call it now.
Billy, you got it. 100,000 people taking part in this march, and about 3.5 million lining the route, which has been expanded this year quite a bit.
You know, the state and the city obviously so supportive of this event every year. This year, the state opened up sort of a Pride office on Christopher Street. A small office, but a window front where people could come, right, if they were coming in from out of town and wanted to learn about some of the events. And
Pride Welcome Center.
Exactly.
It's perfect. And they have little screens that show some of the history of Stonewall. person who designed the transgender pride flag. The stripes at the top and bottom are light blue, the traditional color for baby boys, although that's changing too today. The stripes next to them are pink, the traditional color for baby girls, and the stripe in the middle is white for those who are transitioning or they consider themselves having a neutral or undefined gender.
You know what's crazy? I didn't even like 200 years ago, the color for a baby boy was actually pink.
Yes. I was just
Blue for a girl.
I just read that.
What's old is new, what's new is old.
I just read that somewhere recently. And how
Like
it was about
Victorian times, yeah.
how can we sell boys? How can we sell girls?
All right, you are watching the 20th World Pride, and you're watching the 50th year since the uprising at Stonewall. This is the 2019 Pride March in New York City. You're watching it right here on ABC 7. Let's go to Whoopi.
We're all on the planet. We're all just trying to live our lives. And whether you agree with who I am or not is not the point. I just need you to give me the respect I need and the respect that you want me to give you. Other than that, your religion doesn't matter. None of that matters. All that matters is the respect that I give you and you give me. Everything else is, frosting.
It's Mattress Firm's 4th of July sale. Get free accessories like a free adjustable base, 2 free pillows, and a free mattress protector when you take home your new bed for just $7.99. That's a value of over $8.50 free. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm. Up for anything? Nissan is. And Nissan SUVs have advanced tech to help guide you to the perfect spot. Stay connected and take any trail. Nissan SUVs, up for whatever you are. Get a low $199 per month lease on Rogue, or lease the Rogue family, just $179 per month. Thanks for sharing your pride with us. ABC 7 is proud to celebrate World Pride NYC. Proudly sponsored by Silk. Progress is perfection.
I went in thinking I knew what I was about to see, and I was so wrong. It was spectacular. Whatever you're expecting, this is more.
It was thrilling.
Magical.
Stunning.
It was Broadway.
Frozen, the hit Broadway musical.
Hey, babe, what's the password for the cable bill?
Rollerblade King 22, capital K.
Okay. What about the phone bill?
It's the entire alphabet backwards. ZYX.
I got it. What about electric?
Shrimp. Lobster?
It didn't work.
Try all seafood.
The words all seafood or like different seafoods?
No, just work your way through the ocean and,
What?
Forget all your passwords. Bill Pay on the TD Bank mobile app keeps all your bills in one place. TD Bank, unexpectedly human.
It's Mattress Firm's 4th of July free event. Celebrate and turn your mattress into a bed with these free accessories like a free adjustable base and more when you take home your new bed for just $7.99. Plus, save up to $400 store-wide. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
City World Pride 2019 here at ABC 7. What you just saw a moment ago there, that's called the Mural Project. Both Lauren and I did stories on this. It's amazing. 50 local and international artists created murals within the 5 boroughs.
And they're obviously reflecting and honoring the beauty, struggle, and strides of the LGBTQIA+ community. We've seen them throughout the neighborhoods, and the idea was not just to have them in neighborhoods that are traditionally very open to the gay community, the queer community, like the West Village and Chelsea, but also to have them in the other boroughs. In the Bronx, Staten Island, there were murals in all of the boroughs.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, it was an initiative by the New York City Pride Collaboration with the production and curating Lisa Project NYC.
That's right.
overseas, Sweden, Germany. It's been a blast. And Neil Patrick Harris, we love you.
What about Kimberly Richardson?
Oh, fantastic. We love her.
The city being alive, it hasn't been just about today. It's been a month of celebrating.
Yeah, actually, all of the stores, New York in general, it's been super festive. It's been wonderful, actually. Just going out, it's nice. It hasn't been raining. It's great weather here in New York, so it's been, just straight wonderful.
And I had the privilege and honor of covering the march last year here in New York City. This year, it's like one blast on steroids. It's like V, and it's wonderful.
For sure, it has. It actually has been one of the most, biggest eye-opening all over the world, especially the way our president's been acting. This is us. This is how we feel.
This is us. See us world.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Having fun with the folks out here on the sidelines of the march.
I think everybody's having fun, Kimberly. Thank you so much. And we want you to show us your pride, New York. Take a photo of your favorite pride sign, display, storefront, yourself, do a nice little selfie. Use the hashtag.
There we are.
There you are. That was right before the broadcast began.
That's right. Before we were all sweating.
So use the hashtag ABC7 Pride Show. You are celebrating your pride in New York like only New Yorkers can. And people from around the world, once they get here, are honorary New Yorkers.
This double-decker bus is Delta's Pride float, so to speak. Delta Airlines Group Equal is a voluntary organization committed to making Delta the best place to work by promoting inclusion, respect for differences, equal opportunity, and diversity in the workplace. I know they've walked this march before.
All right, you are watching the 2019 New York City Pride March live on ABC7. Very proud to be the first and only TV station ever to broadcast the Pride March, and we are very proud to be partners with New York City Pride. And keep this going and let everybody see that this is the place to be for inclusion and acceptance.
This is our third year doing this, and it's really a joy, Ken. I mean, we see so many members of the community, so many members from outside of our community showing their pride, and each year we're joined up on the stage by a fabulous person. This year we have Billy Porter with us, who is starring in Pose on FX.
It's so high.
Broadway star.
It's such a great show. Billy, what a great show.
Thank you so much.
If you don't know that you might like it, watch one episode. I swear to you, you will become hooked. You'll become hooked.
Start at the beginning.
I agree.
We have to mention some of the people who were up here in years past, so I'm sure you know. Michelle Visage, who is awesome. She used to be a disc jockey here. Shangela last year. Shangela was amazing. What an incredible dancer. Oh my gosh. I've never seen it. She does what she calls the death ball?
It's not a death drop. It's called a dip.
Oh, a dip?
A dip.
Coming from the community, I have to make it. I gotta correct it.
It's amazing no matter what. And she does it in heels.
And she does it in heels.
How does that happen?
Backwards in heels, like Ginger Rogers.
Practice, that's right.
Hello to our
Sky
friends here at
Vodka
Sky
is
Vodka.
another one of our corporate sponsors for this march. Born in San Francisco, Sky stands up for the classic American values of diversity, equality, and inclusion. We talked about how there really aren't that many. I mean, there are a nice number of corporate sponsors and participants, but they're just way more when it comes to nonprofits and grassroots organizations taking part. And that's why I think it's particularly meaningful, this march. Oh, these are the runners.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
The front runners, New York City LGBT Gay Running Club. I mean, like, how great is that?
They brought it in fabulous. And they made it tab at the same time.
It's great.
It's a good thing. It's just so amazing. Sometimes when you have marches and parades, you have lulls. It's a lull.
Yeah,
Not
very
one yet.
It's with people.
Not one yet.
That is amazing. We're saying 100,000. We know that you right now. You could be fired still if it turns out that they find out that you are gay. In New York City protects you.
The U.S. military and transgenders.
I find that really ridiculous. It's like, so you're going to ban me from a volunteer situation where I'm volunteering to put my life on the line.
17 countries allow transgender military members. The United States does not.
We did. It's stupid.
We did.
They are stupid. I'll say it.
You are watching World Pride. This is the 50th year since the uprising at Stonewall. Pride March NYC right here on ABC 7. We're coming right back. Don't go away.
Macy's Summer Sale has all the latest styles at incredible savings. Get an extra 25% off with your coupon or Macy's card on standout summer looks, gifts that Dad will love, and more. Now at Macy's.
Change has many faces, names you'll never know. The bright-eyed, the brave, the visionaries. Where challenges exist, you'll find them. At Citi, we empower people who are out to change the world. Because tomorrow belongs to those who welcome it with open arms. Citi, welcome what's next.
What is the point in walking a journey if you're not comfortable in the shoes that you're wearing?
No matter what color skin we are or if we're gay or straight.
Where you come from, what you identify as.
We're all welcome. We are all valuable.
Fuel hold you back. Go further with Amoco Ultimate with Invigorate. Because no gas gets better mileage. Available exclusively at BP and Amoco stations.
To start your investment plan, find an advisor at massmutual.com.
Macy's makes it easy to buy online and pick up in store. That means you can try it on, check the color and fit, and see what else is new. It's fast, free, and now most in-stock items are ready in just 2 hours. Buy online, pick up in store at Macy's.
We have been broadcasting since this march stepped off at 25th and 5th Avenue at noon. We are now 3 hours in. I'm Lauren Glassberg, joined by Ken Rosado and Billy Porter. And we are having the best time here. We're watching the Unilever float go right by us. So many floats, so many participants this year, and so many important people. Right now we have Lady Phil.
Yes, Lady Phil. How do you pronounce your full name? We want to make sure it's
Phil Opoku Jimma.
Thank you. Phil Opoku Jimma, co-founder, trustee, executive director.
This has been absolutely fantastic. You know, just being in this space, bringing global LGBTQI solidarity, and being a black lesbian woman, it just feels so empowering and uplifting to be in this space.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Now, I understand you are called Lady Phil because you actually were going to be made a lady, and then you declined the offer. Is that right?
Well, that's right. What happened? The Queen was going to award me an MBE, and I gracefully declined. And this is only my reasons because of all the persecution and torture that happens around the Commonwealth countries.
Lady Phil, we got to go to Pride Fest stage right now, but we want to thank you so much for being here today and for all you do. Happy Pride.
Happy
And I'll see you
Pride.
next week in London.
You've got to come to UK Black Pride.
Yes.
7th of July.
We're going to send it to the Pride Fest stage right now. DJ for a special performance. DJ.
Hi. Here for her newest single, Expectations. Please welcome Lauren Jauregui. Take it away.
Pride 2019, the New York City Pride March. That was Lauren Jauregui performing at the Pride Fest stage. And right now we're going to go over to our Kimberly Richardson along the route, who has the... No, we're not.
But we do see the Gay Officers League, part of the NYPD. This is a group representing gay officers who are members of the NYPD marching proudly. And we did see the commissioner walk by a short time ago leading the way. He, of course, made an apology on behalf of the NYPD for the raid that caused the riots, that sparked the riots at Stonewall 50 years ago.
What a profound statement to make, to apologize to a community on behalf of the city, the police department.
You know, sometimes all it takes is the acknowledgement. You know, the conversation begins with the acknowledgement. The acknowledgement of the pain, the acknowledgement of the infraction, the acknowledgement that that happened and it was wrong. Say you're wrong, and then we can heal.
And it took such a long time to do that.
Yeah.
But the point is, it was finally done. Sadly, so long later, but it was done. The apology is made, and so, as you said, the healing begins. And there's so many officers who are marching in this march today.
Gay Officers Action League
care of our own.
That's it. Taking care of, in many cases, total strangers. But I'm sure after that first delivery, they're not strangers anymore.
That's right.
Congratulations,
Friendships are
girls.
created.
Thank you. They're right in front of our booth right now. And it's nice to see them all getting together for a happy occasion. It's a happy occasion at the same time as an occasion that allows us to reflect on the struggle that happened 50 years ago at Stonewall. So many people getting batoned, bloodied. It spilled out to Columbus Park, right across the street from Stonewall. And the riots then lasted for days, because members of the community at that point said, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Village People Anthem.
Oh, there we go.
Great song. You know, another thing about God's Love We Deliver. Sing it, Billy. I was going to say about God's Love We Deliver, when it started in '85, this was at the height of the AIDS crisis. And as you mentioned, they were delivering meals to those who were homebound because of AIDS and HIV. Remember, these were people who the large mass community did not want to associate with. They didn't even want to touch these men.
Because we didn't really know how it was transmitted for so long.
So there was so much fear, and these people were so isolated. And this organization went not just up to their door, opened their door, touched them, handed them meals, and made them feel
like human
they were loved. Yeah.
But a terrifying time in our history. And of course, we've come a very long way, too, in the fight against HIV, but we're not quite there yet. I think too many young people forget that there isn't a cure for HIV. You can get really close. There are good antivirals and et cetera that are out there right now, very good treatment plans, but you still can perish from this disease.
Yeah,
and it still can be transmitted, so make sure you practice safety. Practice safety.
Fortunately, the numbers of cases is going down, and that is definitely a good thing. I'm feeling a breeze, guys.
Yeah, it looks like a little,
there's a little rain.
A little front
small
past
little
us.
drizzle.
That drizzle is trying to creep in, but the sun is coming on up behind
There it is.
It's like
sun is back.
There's one strip of rain, and then right behind it is the sun.
You can hear the wind on the microphone.
Yeah, I actually think it's kind of pleasant. And I bet the people who are marching
Give us a little respite.
are enjoying that too. It's a drizzle. Feels nice. Beautiful shot right now.
I think the drizzle already passed. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Again, we're talking about 100,000 people in this march and 3.5 million lining the route, taking over much of the lower part of Manhattan right here, and people very out and proud today. And their supporters, as Lauren so properly Billy Porter joining us in the booth. The star of Pose, Tuesday nights at 10 on FX. Now part of the Disney family, as is ABC. It's so good to have you as part of the family. We're cousins now.
So I know. We're like in the same family. The category is ABC / Disney / everybody else.
There you go. Well, Disney's the big daddy for all of us. And thank goodness for their incredible programs and organizations within the company for people who are LGBTQIA+. Disney's always supported them.
It's really awesome. You know, it takes leaders and companies like that to show the rest of the world how everybody should be treated. You know, it's really an amazing thing when a company as large as Disney and ABC are allies for our community. It really leads the way, and they are true examples of forward motion.
I can remember, it had to be about 15 years ago or more, that Disney came forward and offered same-sex partner benefits before marriage equality.
Wow.
Healthcare. And so you could have healthcare for your partner at a time when really very few, if any, other company was doing that. So, all right, we're going to go out to Sam Champion live at the field. Sam, who do you have for us?
Are you guys in the show? Come here. And there's our camera. Hi, we're live. I just had to get on the Moulin Rouge bus. Wait a minute, tell me your name.
Max Clayton.
And
Morgan Marcel.
All right, tell me about this show, because I love the movie. Tell me about the show.
It's giving you really everything you need. We do the kick, there's a love story, and some new music.
Now, I wanted to see the swing. I wanted to get on the giant swing.
started, but it's amazing. It's so nice to celebrate something that we're all so passionate about.
Well, we're glad you guys are here and a part of the entire day for us, so thank you so much for being with us. All right, so we're on top of the Moulin Rouge bus. I don't know, we're going to go look for something else to kind of jump on and ride the ride. So we'll see you guys back to the booth.
I know Sam was really hoping to get on that swing. I would like to see him on that swing. I would say that was a lot of fun.
I'm on that swing too. I'm more people here. I'll pay a week's salary if they'll do that.
I know that show has already had its dress rehearsal. I really would like to.
It's got to.
Have you gone yet?
Great
Because I know you see everything.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm surprised they're here, considering they have a matinee today.
All right, we're going to go out to Kimberly Richardson who's in the field. Who do you have today, Kimberly?
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. I'm here with Aaron Morris. Aaron is with Immigration Equality. Such important work right now. First of all, tell folks about your organization that may not know.
Immigration Equality is a national nonprofit that does queer rights and immigration. So a lot of litigation, saving refugees.
It's the celebration of the summer, Chicago's 50th annual Pride Parade. Be Chicago proud. Watch ABC7's exclusive coverage hosted by Janet Davies, Terry Hemmert, and Terrell Brown. Sunday, June 30th on ABC7.
We're the Slowskis.
We like drip coffee, layovers,
and waiting on hold.
What we don't like is relying on fancy technology for help.
Snail mail. We were invited to a Y2K party.
Didn't that happen like 20 years ago?
Oh, look, Carolyn, we got a mathematician on our hands.
Check it out. Now you can schedule a callback or reschedule an appointment even on nights and weekends. Today's Xfinity service. Simple, easy, awesome.
I'd rather not.
3 people are in the hospital after a shooting on I-57 this morning. They were all inside this van, which was left with several bullet holes and a shattered window. Police say the van was traveling in the northbound lanes of the expressway at 127th Street when it was hit by gunfire at about 12:30 this morning. All 3 victims are in stable condition.
Why are all these business owners so excited? We're going to Comcast.
It's ahead of the game, ahead of the curve.
It's going to add to the productivity of our business.
It's switch and save days at Comcast Business. Switch to fast, reliable internet for a low price and save $650 a year. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid car. But hurry, this offer ends April 21st.
Internet that's reliable, internet that's fast, that's super important. I just want to get it right now.
Call today. Comcast Business. Beyond fast.
What? Don't fight him. Don't fight him. Just get in the car, okay?
This morning, newly released police body camera video of a confrontation in Freeport, Illinois. The incident making waves online.
Okay, they no longer under arrest. What? I didn't try to steal anything. Okay.
Officials making that footage public more than a week after 24-year-old Shaquille Dukes, seen here in his hospital gown, still hooked to an IV, posted the video of the altercation on Facebook. Duke says he was being treated at a nearby hospital for pneumonia and was taking a walk around the facility when he claims he was racially profiled by a white hospital security guard who then called police, saying he felt extremely threatened.
He's stealing hospital property, basically, by leaving. I don't care if he was coming back. That's stealing. Okay. And then they all 3 got in the face.
Did he have permission to leave the hospital with that equipment?
He wasn't my patient.
Does he have permission?
I said, I explained to you that Dr. Murphy and Jennifer was aware that I came outside. If you will call and verify with them, well, I don't care what they told you. As far as I'm concerned, this is hospital equipment and you're attempting to steal it.
Duke's boyfriend recording the cell phone video as the exchange gets heated. Police responding, finding the group on public property. The situation escalating.
It's hospital property. Yeah, but there's no threat. There's no threat. Stop talking. The way you're acting.
As they began to take me to the car, I told him, I said, I never left hospital property. And that's when he turned and said, well, you're off hospital property now.
Why'd you kicking him? Don't kick him.
Duke's brother put in handcuffs first, then Dukes himself arrested, charged with disorderly conduct.
From a law enforcement standpoint, arresting a person is not always the solution.
You want to at least investigate to make sure that you have all of the information.
The department standing by.
We're talking about the 2 steps forward, 1 step back. There's a lot of pushback in the hierarchy of some faith traditions, my own included. But on the other hand, on the parish level, it's really progressing. It's really moving. It's really, and that's what counts, I think. It always takes a while for the big guys in the, big fancy chairs. It takes a while for them to catch on.
I know. It will come.
But yeah,
I have faith.
Yes, I do too.
It will come.
I was at Sidetracks once for an XRT event, and a young man came up and said, "Can I be gay and Catholic both?" I said, "I thought you were going to ask me a hard question." But I said, I won't go into detail here, but I said some things that made sense to him. He said, "Thank you." Got up off his knees and walked away. So.
Oh, Roscoe's.
Remember who Jesus used to break bread with? Outcasts. People that culture didn't embrace.
This is Roscoe's Tavern?
Yeah, Roscoe's is a great place, too. They've been there forever.
1987. Yeah.